Okay, let me do the official recap. The officially sanctioned recap. So, last session, you guys finally arrived at the obelisk. You had a little investigating time. I believe Archibald did most of the investigation in the subterranean area. He discovered that there is in fact perhaps a big pocket of magma or something similar under the ground. A little bit suspicious, a little bit higher in the Earth's crust, or I don't know what planet this is on. The planet's crust than it should be. I don't think this is on Earth. Otherwise, I would be a dragon. But anyways,
Counterpoint.
he might have spoken to something in the great beyond. Didn't exactly name itself, but it said, "Come back when you're stronger. You're not ready for what I have in store for you here." So it basically told you guys to just well, remember that it's there, and then return when you have gotten more power. Because you guys are only level 11, and the max level, technically, is 20. Um, but we can go above and beyond that if we please. And then after that,
Wow.
yeah, the
If we get
power,
overdrive.
the power of overdrive. And speaking of overdrive, that's gonna be my point after the over recap. I have a sneak peek of things to come as far as like updates. But continuing with the summary, you guys wandered back on over to where that white beast was. You found Axinia's journal that she had left at the white beast's the spot where a lot of the locals leave like offerings to white beast because they worship it in the area. So she left that. It seems that she might have come down with a little sniffles or the flu or some horrible terminal illness, but seems she wandered naked into the desert. So we don't know where she is right now. Have not come across her yet, as far as you know. Uh, After that, you guys did a little fight with the white beast. You got the supplies from the white beast. You did your little harvest thing, and now you are safely out of its range. And you're about to start camping for the night. But before we do that, I just want to give a quick update. As I said, I'm currently working on a system where you can learn skills from characters that are in your party. So if someone knows a skill, you'll be able to learn it with a dice roll, similar to what Octavia's been doing with Gare, stat improvement. Certain skills will be significantly harder to learn than others. Basically, the more expensive a skill is, the higher a roll you need to get. And some of those rolls might be 20 plus, 20 to 30 range. It all just depends on the skill. I'm still working on the math as to, what is required for what. If you've ever seen the skill sheet, you'll notice that there's a kind of unused section where it says what kind of skill it is, like a nullifying skill, a fire skill, that kind of stuff. Hasn't really come up before. I'm going to be rehashing that section entirely. Some of the skills, the categories are very outdated or just straight up like wrong. A spoiler alert, I did those while on my work computer at my old job, in between when my boss was looking at me. So, they are inaccurate. Also, don't tell my old boss. Not that it matters, but don't tell him.
Welcome.
Yeah. Oh no. But I hope to have that done this week. If it all depends on my work schedule. I know I have off on Friday, so I might work on it this Friday or Sunday. I don't know. Art fight's coming up. Things are about to get very chaotic in my life as far as a creation of things go. I have a zine to make. Oh my god. Everything happens so
boy.
much all the time.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I will keep you guys updated on that skill because obviously it was brought up before. Overdrive. That's a very expensive skill, but you already have someone in your party that knows it. So that can be a way to save money because I know you guys are always tight on money and you definitely need weapon upgrades. So gonna provide a little bit of relief with this system, hopefully. Other than that, does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns?
I just misread Quick Claw as White Claw and was very confused.
Yeah, White Claw. Okay. Any other
Always said backwards in
questions?
Jugdral.
Any
No,
other
I think
questions? We're good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, big ready.
Then let me just pull up my notes for the session instead of looking at OBS the whole time. All right, you guys are settling down for camp. You are significantly out of the way of the white beast. It is not going to bother you here, even if it is still like a little bit perturbed that you stabbed it a bunch of times. Valente, you've been kind of shaken out of your stupor. You spent most of the last half of the battle just completely unconscious. A beast sniffed you a bunch.
And also licked your face.
And licked you and maybe dragged you around a little bit, checking for a pulse.
Yeah, Garlic was unhappy about the entire experience.
How's Garlic doing now?
He's miffed.
He's miffed.
He seems pretty stressed out. Something really bad just happened, and like now Val's fine, quote unquote, or whatever. But he's like, guys, what?
How
So
could
he's
we have
like
let this
kind of.
happen?
So he's like, you know what? Just like when something really stressful happens to you, and like you're left, like the stress leaves you, but you're still like freaked out. Like you're not stressed about it anymore because it isn't happening, but it doesn't mean your brain is suddenly like, and now we're fine.
And now we're okay, yeah. Poor Garlic.
And since he's a horse, that's even worse because horses, they're little skittish little guys, even if they're trained out of it because of being a war horse.
They don't have
So
that
he's
human
like-
brain logic, so
Exactly.
he doesn't know what's going on.
So he's like, you can like see him like he's taking like higher steps than usual, and like he kind of won't sit still, and Val has to keep like settling him down. But
Oh, poor Garlic. As for the location of where you guys are setting up camp, you're kind of on the like very edge, not the edge of the White Beast territory, like far enough away from the edge of the territory where you're like, okay, it's not gonna come chase us down. Seems like hanging out on that rock over there. I don't think it's gonna get us. But this is still an area where people have left offerings. Maybe those who like don't want to get as close to the giant death lizard as others. So there's rocks around, and you can see that these rocks also have like stuff all over them. A lot of broken swords, a lot of just like loose gold, occasional other random items, clothing, stuff like that. So you're near a path. You're not in the middle of the absolute nowhere, but it's still very sandy. There's a couple trees. You're kind of close to like where the mountain meets the desert. So there's a couple trees, mostly like desert kind of plants, big leaves. Not quite an oasis, but definitely comfortable enough where you could hang out for the night and not burn to death or freeze to death because it gets cold in the desert. So what's everyone up to? Let's start. Oh no, you can go.
No,
I was gonna start picking people.
Start picking people.
I was just gonna go down the list. Valente, are you just hanging out with Garlic? You doing anything else other than that?
is he? I mean, he kind of just died almost. I think he's spacing out pretty hard.
Out. Is he like
like,
in his?
wow.
Is he like in his tent, or is he like hanging out in the quote unquote public area, or is he just
quote unquote public area? Like if you talk to him, you'll probably be able to like talk to you back. But like, he's going through the motions. He's gonna pass the fuck out and wake up tomorrow and hopefully not feel like he almost died.
Yeah.
But for right now, he's like, I'm just gonna. He's just like on autopilot a little bit.
Poor Valente.
No, he does this on purpose.
Oh no!
You don't.
Valente.
You know he does. You know he does.
I
that's
know,
the whole
but that's
reason.
still not good.
It's still not the way. But
what's Edwin up to? How's Edwin doing?
I think Edwin is Octavia out here somewhere?
yeah, she's out here.
Okay, I think Edwin probably I'm trying to think of a good word that isn't corners Octavia, but like finds Octavia when like no one else is like she's not talking to anyone else or anything, you know.
Uh-huh.
Oh, corners.
And
Octavia is not gonna feel like she's being cornered. She's just like,
yeah,
oh,
I think
okay,
it's hard for Edwin to
because
corner
it's Edwin.
anybody.
It's Edwin, my buddy.
Bro.
Um, I think Edwin finds Octavia, and kind of like politely taps her on the shoulder.
Oh. Yeah, Edwin, what's up?
Um, so you know how you've been training with Gare and stuff?
Yeah.
Do you think I could do that too?
Um. Yeah, I'm sure. Like we got plenty of time around the camp to do so. But what do you want to learn?
Um, I don't totally know where to start, but I'm definitely not as good at fighting as you guys, and I know it's really easy for me to get hurt, so anything that uh would help really.
Sure. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll do it tonight. But if Garrett's not in the mood, we can do something one-on-one. Actually, maybe two of us together, I can convince Godfrey to learn how to use a sword.
That would be a little bit funny, I think.
Why? I mean, listen, you want to get stronger, he needs to diversify his weapons. It's a win-win.
Okay, yeah, you would know better than me. Just I thought
Well,
of
no,
him
what are
holding
you
a sword and it was a little funny.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, during the last battle, it was Godfrey that found the sword, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he found a sword and then just gave it to me. He's like, I don't want this, and wouldn't take it. I mean, who does that?
Edwin,
Godfried,
probably.
apparently.
Any mage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. But I will say, especially if you talk to Gare about this, it doesn't always work. Sometimes it's synergy, but be happy to help.
Well, I appreciate any help that you'll give me.
And you know what? I'm
Oh,
Did we lose Rand?
we freaking lost you. Where'd you go? Come back.
what did you last hear? Fuck.
You said something like, you know what, and then it kind of cut out.
You know what?
Well,
Leaves.
yeah.
Fuck you, buddy.
No. She says like, hey, you know what? Maybe I can learn some magic stuff from you too.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to help. Um, I don't I think the easiest thing I have with me is just Elwind, but um you're welcome to borrow it if you wanted to.
Uh, maybe not fully borrow. Maybe I just watch you do something and then I try to do something. I don't know. I mean, is it written in arcane?
All tomes are, yes.
I don't know how magic works.
Yeah, all tomes are written in arcane.
Okay.
I know a little bit,
Unless it's like a homemade situation.
Yeah. It's like,
DIY.
arcane's like, maybe Edwin could teach her some arcane.
Yeah. Yeah. Evan will be very happy to share that. And I also say that because I know that we got a better wind tome last time.
What did we
So,
get?
like,
I
if-
do not
if-
remember.
We got like Ice Shelf or something,
Ice
which is
Shelf.
like the
We
same thing
did
as
get
that,
Elwind,
yeah.
but better.
Yeah, we got. We still have a night ward.
I think you guys have
No, I
like
think we used them.
yeah.
I think
you
we used them because they were for growths, and
Okay,
we were leveling up.
there is a night ward still in the convoy. Should I delete it?
I
It-
Yeah,
think someone
Yeah.
used both of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
pretty
it
sure.
goes.
Let's keep track of our
Okay.
convoy, people. Come on now.
I am trying to do that now.
You're fine.
thank you for your service.
But like,
You're
also,
welcome.
it's kind of funny that our convoy is like literally just this fucking thing.
Wagon.
You know?
It's
Yeah.
literally just like a rolling backpack made of wood, full of shit.
And then,
Sometimes-
yeah, like when I put bag of shit in the convoy, that was iconic of me, and
Literally
needed
just
to
full
be
of
all-
It set a
trash.
precedent.
like having to make it all nice and pretty, like it's a fucking wheelbarrow, man.
That's where we're gonna put the fish when Rand turns into a
when I find how to make someone into a fish.
Rand finds a water tome, hands it to Edwin, just like keep hitting me until I get the right effect.
Oh god.
No.
Oh no.
No. We're not gonna do it that way. It'll be
Fish
it'll
time.
Be a happy accident.
A happy
if it
accident?
happens.
Will you unfish yourself if you get fished?
I mean, depending on where we are. Maybe this is how Octavia learns not to be seasick.
Release Octavia into the wild.
Free Octavia.
Alright. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go on.
It's okay. Okay, is there anything else? Actually, do we want to just start the training, or how about we wait to start the
Can
training
I check in
tonight?
on Archibald first?
Yeah, to
Yeah,
have
yeah. Let other
check-ins,
people figure
yeah.
out what's going on.
Hey Archibald, what are you up to?
That is a good question. And you'd think in all that time I would have thought of a better answer.
You can be up to
but-
nothing. Sometimes he do just be chilling.
Well, we were just in a battle, and we lived. They're talking about using Godfrey for training purposes. Why did I say using? That's not the word I meant.
Like a
Right.
Pokemon?
Teaching him.
Yeah,
Godfrey, I
yeah.
choose you!
It was you.
We're giving him
Uh,
the EXP share.
Yeah, because we both have A support. This is what we get.
This is how
that
we
being the
harass
case,
it.
that being the case, where is the non-Edwin child right now?
Amalthea?
Yes.
Amalthea is knee deep in a small nearby stream that is mostly mud. She's just kind of
Good for her.
prodding at the water.
her.
She's up to her elbows as well, sort of in a like, you know when children pretend to be horses? She's kind of doing that in the water. Just kind of enjoying the fact that it's not 10,000 degrees anymore.
You looking for something in there?
Just getting cool. It's wet.
Hmm.
And then she pulls up one of her hands to reveal that it's completely full of like bottom of river sludge, which she offers to you.
Oh my god.
I will take it.
You may add a handful of sludge from river to your non-combat
Oh, wow.
inventory.
Okay.
You really can pick anything up.
Yeah.
You're keeping that?
I mean, I wasn't planning to, but I am now.
You never
Now
know.
that Sam told me to add it to the inventory.
You have unlimited non-combat inventory space within reason, so it's fucking
And I'm
dirt
going to-
time, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna abuse that.
It's
I
gonna
like
dry in a couple hours though, so know that if you take it out to, I don't know, do something with it, it'll be dry.
Yeah. I don't know,
Unless
mud
you act
cells or
quickly.
something.
Unless you act quickly. And speaking of acting quickly, Amalthea casts a glance over to where Edwin and Octavia are talking before looking back to Archibald with a mischievous expression on her face.
I know exactly what you're thinking, and it's why I walked over here.
Conspiracy.
Octavia and Edwin. Oh, we're in danger.
I don't think Octavia's in danger.
Yeah.
Octavia could be in danger
Octavia
if
could
she
Yeah.
wants to be. Like, if she wants in on getting pushed into a river.
I mean, like, you guys decide what you decide. And
She-
also, Octavia's with Edwin. So.
Amalthea's gonna like skitter forward on her hands and feet, like the little bog creature she is right now. And I'd like to point out she has not removed her pants or shoes. She's just
Oh, no.
going in.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
Oh, God.
That fancy new Finbar armor, just like slimed Nickelodeon style, disgusting. But she
How-
skitters towards you and she kind of like leans into your ear and she's like, "I think now is our chance."
Yeah, Sam, how far away are they from the...
The camp area is not particularly large, so probably less than 10 feet.
I see. Are we going more for a push or a throw? What's the plan here?
I don't think I can throw Edwin. He's bigger than me. But I could probably push him. You could probably throw him. A throw might
Maybe.
be fun.
Maybe. Well, you're the one in charge here. What do you want to do? What's the plan, Captain?
She smiles at that because yeah, pirate words you're learning. But she continues whispering conspiratorially towards you and she says, "Well, do we think Octavia's going to try and help us or help him?"
In my experience, she doesn't seem to be very fond of anyone falling in rivers. Seems to be a sore topic.
Well, then we can spare her from our wrath for now. But we need to distract her in some way.
Archibald mentally files away for now. Oh gods.
Do you think you could come up with a distraction? To maybe get her to go set up her tent or something?
Potentially. From here, Sam, is Edwin like... No one's bathed since battle, right? Edwin, I
No,
assume, is
you
not.
just settled down to make camp.
All right. Well,
And I assume you guys aren't all doing like a communal bathing session. I assume this is kind of a one at a time in the middle of the night thing.
Uh-huh.
all right. So you want me to distract Octavia? Have you got Edwin on your own, or do you need me to...
I
you want
think
me
I
to come
can
back
handle
over?
it.
Oh, I know you can.
He won't suspect a thing.
No, definitely not.
She scuttles forward a little
Is
bit
this
more,
the
and
sort
then
of time? Is this the sort of time where where... No, they're talking. That's not.
What?
I was gonna say, would this be an insight check for them, or no?
It's up to you. I mean, do you
We'll
guys
wait a
wanna?
bit. We'll wait a bit.
Do you two wanna insight check these two bog dwellers? Or
I
you
hate to
just
say it, but I don't think Edwin would notice.
Yeah, I think after the battle, Octavia is like a little bit too tired to think about them playing pranks.
Mhm.
So I don't think at this point she's going to notice, especially because again she's talking to Edwin, and her focus is mostly on Edwin at the moment.
As you two are winding down your previous conversation about training and such, starting to think about going your separate ways, but not straying too far, Amalthea skitters forward, and instead of like reaching up to grab Archibald or anything with her dirty hands, she just like bonks him with her forehead on his shoulder. Like, okay, your time is now. Go.
Okay. Wait, hang on. And Archibald, really quick, just pulls out the crown of Esthea.
Yeah.
And
Gotta do this in
you gotta-
style.
if you're gonna go around in the desert pushing people in the mud, you gotta look the part.
Oh, I see.
Now go.
Is she wearing it or are you wearing it?
No, I'm giving it to her to use for this.
Instead of handing it to her, she just kind of like bows her head, like, put it on me.
Crown the queen.
Crown me.
I crown her like royalty.
She gets the scales and the horns and stuff, and she grins her little lizard mouth. She's like, hee hee, I'm lizard. But
Low in
she
the
looks ready.
Yep.
She looks ready.
Low in the sand. That's it. That you gotta stay low in the sand until it's too late for them to see
She
it.
squats down even further with like a wet splat sound. She in the mud though.
Godspeed.
Good luck. Don't fail me, Archibald, or you're next.
Okay. And Archibald will nonchalantly but quickly walk over to where they are. Hi.
Hey, Archibald.
Hi there. What's going on?
Not much. Edwin and I were discussing about expanding training. He wants to learn a couple of things, and also I want to learn how to read a bit of arcane.
Hmm.
Edwin
I
just
see.
looks a little bit embarrassed because he like didn't he not that he didn't want anyone to know, but he wanted
shit.
to ask Octavia first. But like then Octavia's like, oh yeah, and I was gonna learn stuff from Edwin. And he's like, oh, okay, now it doesn't sound like I'm pathetic, so it's fine.
Oh no, Edwin.
Most of the time, Octavia is absolutely flattered because this is the first time someone asked her for help instead of her saying like, I need to teach you so you don't
Yeah.
die.
Well, right.
Why is your hand dirty?
Oh, well, desert, a lot of digging, a lot of moving in the sand. How close is Amalthea right now? Can I see? Can I see where she is? Do I know what's going
The
on?
river or the small river bank that's around your camp kind of loops around, and you've settled in like the loop, so it's surrounding you on pretty much like 3 sides. So she's kind of scooted around through this river like a little alligator, and she's now like crouched and ready,
And
like
she's got
ready
like
to
the
leap
one.
across and body check Edwin into from one side of the river to the other.
I see. Oh my God, this kid. Ha.
Sorry, Edwin. That
Yeah.
Octavia doesn't
He'll live.
notice.
Piracy isn't all about the high seas. Sometimes you gotta play dirty in the mud.
Yeah. Uh, not to interrupt, but could you come with me for a second? Could I come talk to you privately? I look like for just like a millisecond, just like eyes dart to the side.
Octavia's gonna do an
This
insight
way,
check then.
this way. He says, pointing the opposite direction.
Octavia's still gonna roll an insight before she says anything. If you want to roll deception, you can.
Yeah, roll deception.
Sure. Well,
That's a 13 insight.
that's cocked. That is a 15 deception.
Oh,
It succeeds. but
Octavia.
she- Okay, Octavia's like,
And for effect, like, could we talk about something in private? Like, wraps the shoulder or wraps the arm around her shoulder, like also
not the
turns
dirty one,
around.
right? Otherwise, she's not gonna be as chill.
Dirty hand.
No, not with the dirty hand. Also, with the dirty hand, while he's putting one arm around you, quietly just like pulls a rag out of his pocket and like is just sort of rubbing the other hand in it, like.
Octavia's a moment like was like, okay.
Over here. Just a
Okay.
second. We'll be right
Sure.
back. Edwin, sorry. Stay there. Sorry. And walks away, drags Octavia away.
Edwin, what
Octavia's
are
just
you
so confused.
Edwin, what are you doing about this situation? Are you staying
Edwin,
put?
yeah, he has no reason not to trust Archibald. Archibald, he's like, his expression is like, you know, when someone posts and it's just a question mark, it's like that. Like, that's what's going through his head.
All right. Edwin, can you make a
Yeah.
speed check for me?
Oh boy.
As this is happening, I sort of
Ooh, okay. Edwin, make a speed check.
Yeah,
I
hold on,
stop and
hold
turn
on.
around, and I to Octavia just sort of whisper in her ear, looking back over our shoulders. I whisper, "Wait for it. 3, 2," and then
What
you
the?
guys.
Speed of 18.
Oh, so close, but not close enough.
Oh man!
Edwin, your reflexes are impressive, and when you see the blur rushing towards you through the dry, crackly grass, you do move to avoid it. But unfortunately, Amalthea is just a little bit more fast and more slippery and more accurate than you. And she
Yeah.
grabs you by the waist and, using her full force, slams you
God.
into the river like you're a basketball.
Edwin!
Amalthea cackles victoriously as she also falls in the river next to you, completely soaked. She's crying, "Victory! Victory!"
I had a promise to keep. Sorry about that.
Octavia levels Archibald a look, and then she wraps an arm around his waist. Really now.
Well, yeah.
And they're slowly walking. So you promised Amalthea to dunk Edwin into the river.
Archibald's gonna die.
Oh, I feel like I can see where this is going.
Do you
Yeah.
want to try and get away?
This is this is Archibald saying that out loud. By the way, Archibald's like, I feel like I see where this is going, and no, I accept this. This is fine. This I feel like whatever's about to happen in the next 30 seconds is about to be some sort of justice. So
Octavia looks at him, is almost like, I don't know how your brain works, but you know what? At least you're gonna take your medicine. And she's like, actually, like, instead of being like scary smile, it's more like now like like a nice smile. And then she picks him up and drops him in the river.
there's a
Sploosh.
as he's released, there's a woo underwater.
And Octavia does start laughing a little bit at that.
Edwin, are you still like under the water? Just like
No,
might as well drown.
Edwin has resurfaced. I'm sure he's just like, he's still like, question mark? Like what? Hello?
Question
Are you
mark?
okay,
Now what?
Edwin?
Yeah.
Octavia yells at him, are you okay? Okay,
Yeah.
they pulled a prank on you.
Oh,
Apparently.
yeah. Of course. Yeah.
From Archibald is gone in the mud, and then from below, just like a little like shifting of the mud, and just underneath Amalthea and Edwin, Dragon Archibald rises up and like grabs one of each of them in each arm and like stands up like bursting out of the water like, good shot, kid.
Amalthea, from where she's, I assume, just kind of hanging like a suitcase from your arm, just kind of like flops around a little bit, and she's still kind of
They're,
chanting
like,
to herself, like victory.
I'm putting them on the shoulders, you know, like it's.
She's definitely elated by this overcome challenge.
Yeah.
They're all covered in mud, aren't they?
Yeah, just
Oh,
completely
yeah.
fucking covered in mud.
At least,
Does
like-
anyone... Go ahead.
I have to imagine Edwin doesn't wear like all of his mage robes all the time because it's like it's hot
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
they're for like physical protection. So it's like it's probably just his like clothes under that at least. So
Mhm.
like the nice white cloak thing is not destroyed.
Amalthea is, however, wearing all of her nice new armor
Oh,
and
no.
clothes. They are muddy.
Octavia sees this and she's like, Amalthea, get back down here. We gotta clean those before they rust.
Archibald, do let her go.
I look down at Octavia and look over at Amalthea, like, is she,
Amalthea, like, tries to wriggle out of your grip for a little bit. Like, okay, let me down. Hot
okay,
mud doesn't feel good.
okay,
No, it doesn't.
and I take both of them off my shoulders one by one and just gently plop them down in the sand.
As soon as Amalthea is back on her own 2 feet, she looks at Octavia, and then making eye contact with her, just kind of shakes herself around wildly like a dog who's just gotten very, very wet, flinging mud everywhere.
Octavia keeps going back to make sure she doesn't get hit.
You get a few little speckles on you. You can't run far in that time, but you're mostly unscathed. Amalthea's still grinning like an idiot.
Of course she is.
She's
Okay.
still got the crown on, if I'm
Yeah,
not
she's still
correct.
like lizard scales.
She's
like
grinning with like fangs and
she
scales.
she
and,
looks
like,
she looks like Archibald's own spawn right now.
oh wow.
Octavia moves forward with it and is like, do you want to keep the crown on?
Amalthea seems to remember that she's wearing it just as of now. And then she pulls it off her head and she kind of like frisbee tosses it to Archibald with just like a thanks.
Catches it with like a pinky finger on his thumb because it's like tiny. It's like it does a little dragon claw salute thing. Aye, aye, Captain.
That's right. I'm captain. And then she marches ashore to officially start getting cleaned up. Because yeah, hot mud don't feel good. She's starting to
hot
feel
mud not
regret
good.
now.
Archibald shrinks back down to person beside Edward. Is like, you good there?
I think so, but I should probably wash my clothes now.
Yeah, we waited until everyone was filthy. That's before doing this, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah, probably smart. Yeah. He's still like, even at school, I don't think people pranked him because he kind of like minded his own business. So he's like, what?
Whomstead
Oh,
of?
Yeah.
Archibald looks him in the eyes and doesn't say anything, but in his head is just like, oh, this poor kid. There's no clue what the fuck's
Yeah.
going on. And puts an arm around him. Is like, come on.
As you
Bathing time or
are
whatever.
leading Edwin off to go get clean, get his clothes freshened up, Gare wanders up to you, and he's kind of got like a little bit of a smile on his face, and he's holding something in his hand, only to like stop short as he takes in the sight of both of you, completely covered in mud, and he just looks from one of you to the other and says, "What the hell happened here?"
Remember that
Althea.
promise you told me you'd stab me if I tried to keep?
Hold on. You roll a quick D100. He narrows his eyes at you slightly, like as if he's almost remembering. Like, he definitely remembers making a promise like that, but about what? Unsure. But he
Wait.
takes like a slight step backwards, like, suddenly I feel unsafe.
We pushed the kid in a river, man. It's not. Relax.
He takes another step back and like points at you, and he says, "Don't you dare push me in a river." And then he looks over his shoulder, like, where the fuck is the other one?
We've established
He's taken on like a fighting stance, like you can't knock me over. I'm stanced now.
Archibald's like, come on, man. I said we would. And then he just sort of pauses and does quickly look around to make sure Amalthea's done.
Amalthea is with Octavia, I believe.
Yeah, Octavia's getting her out of her armor, like trying to help her clean it. before-
Amalthea is being peeled of mud right now. She's just kind of like sitting on a rock, looking like
As Octavia's trying to get the coats, like, how did you get
Yeah.
it this deep in your hair?
she a little crusty at the moment, but yeah, she's not in attack mode right now. right now. But Gare like narrows his eyes over at her, and then he kind of relaxes a little bit, and then he holds up what he was coming to show you guys. He says, "Look what I found. There's gold all over these rocks and stuff. Think we're good to take some? Could be useful."
Uh, it's for the white beast, right?
So, what's it gonna buy?
Well, yeah. I was just making sure it wasn't for anything where someone would notice.
Gare shrugs a little bit and looks around and says, I don't know, but anyone who's stupid enough to leave their gold on a rock in the middle of the desert deserves to be robbed, I think."
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't really know what the white beast would use it for, so I think it's kind of fair.
Want to help me, collect?
can I see the coin that you got
Yeah,
there?
sure. He hands it over to you. It's a, gold coin. It appears to be gold, at least.
Is it like old?
It's not like super scuffed up. It's a stamped coin. It seems to be from Finbar. It has sort of like the Balmung imagery on it, so it's probably from there. Nothing odd about it. Just like a typical gold coin.
Hmm. That seems pretty standard.
Are you gonna hand it back to him, or are you
Maybe
keeping that?
Yes, yeah, no, I am handing it to him as I say that.
He like flips it up in the air and then pockets it. Like he seems rather cheesed with himself, and he does seem intent on collecting as many as he can around camp.
What I wonder is, as I, well, Edwin's got to get cleaned up, right? But I'll follow Gare if we're going to be sifting through sand to pick up coins or whatever. Because I'm not going to bathe and then go rifling through the sand. That would be ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
He said in the desert.
It'd be like that though. All right, so you're following him.
Yeah, and as I'm going, I'm like, wonder how we got to the point that people are leaving coin offerings to these things anyway. It's a little weird. I mean,
It's
on the grand.
big. It's scaly. That seems
Yeah,
to
I know.
describe most. And then he points up in the air like they could be listening.
And in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty on par for human nature. There's less weird, like weird that they do it. More weird, like why do people assume that every lizard they see is like a god or something? Like that's not how this works. Whatever.
I don't know. Do they worship the little ones? I haven't heard anyone say that.
Well, I don't know about worship, but like generally one does not leave gold coins lying around unless there's some sort of respect at least, right? Like
I guess, but
it's like a weird tithe at minimum. Like
this is the first one we've seen that's got all this stuff around it. Maybe there's something special
yeah,
about this one?
which is sort of what leads, you know, you know me. I'm always on the lookout for weird, haunted shit. But like the fact that this is the only one where people decided to start giving I don't know.
It's a
It
bit
is
weird.
it is weird, but then again, this desert is possibly the weirdest place on the entire continent. So
Mm-hmm. As you guys are walking along, I assume you're picking up any gold coins that you find, right? You're just picking them up off the ground.
sure, and like poking around, seeing if there's anything else.
Poking around. Archibald, you managed to find a total of 70 gold on the ground. just picking around. Whereas Gare finds around 73 gold. If someone could add 73 gold to Gare's sheet, that would be awesome. But also, as you guys are poking around, Gare trips over something nestled in the sand.
Oh dear.
He stubs his toe, he goes oof, and he lands face first into some desert brush.
I check to see that he is not horribly injured. You good?
Sam, are you
Yeah.
gonna add it or should I add it?
Can someone
I'm
else add
doing
it,
it
please?
right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
did. It's there.
Sorry
Thank
to
you.
interrupt.
Thank you. No, you're good. You're good.
Hey, if you hadn't interrupted, then that gold would have been gone forever.
No, I was literally doing it.
Oh, okay.
But yes, Gare trips over something in the sand. Whatever it is, it sticks out from the sand, and it's very shiny, so it glitters.
That is not gold or not a coin. Archibald will. You know that thing? You know that scene in Home Alone where he's like testing the doorknob
Yeah.
and is like tapping it real quick and then withdrawing his hand?
Yeah.
Archibald goes to pick up whatever it is, but does that first. He like just sort of like tap tap tap, just making sure it's not like, he doesn't. The second his like fingertip touches it, it doesn't go Archibald at last. Something like that.
Can you make a luck check for me?
Fuck me.
That
I was
maybe this is a
kidding.
good thing for you.
Everyone's dump stat.
No way in hell.
Luck is not the dump stat. Everyone's dump
It
stat is
isn't.
wisdom.
It
That's
isn't
true.
a dump stat,
It's
but
just
that's
my
not a.
dump stat.
That's
Me in real life.
that's a 10. It's a low roll-ish.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh fuck you.
No.
I'm so scared.
No,
Oh,
Archibald,
no.
Archibald, you've done something very good here. Archibald, you wrap your hand around the item and you pull it loose from the sand, and you don't sense that it's anything magical as you tap it, so you're free to pull it out. And what you pull from the sand is what appears to be a solid gold block.
Oh my god, we found a bullion.
You may add a
Bullion?
medium bullion to your inventory.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Is that combat or non-combat? It's
That is
non-combat.
combat inventory. That needs to stay in your combat
Okay.
inventory.
We'll
I'll tell you
save
what. I'll
that
tell
one.
you what he's won. He's won. That's plus 500 gold directly to your inventory, actually. Or
Nice.
5,000. 5,000. 5,000.
That-
Five
Yeah,
thousand.
5,000.
I was
That's going in the convoy because I don't have space for it, and also we're right at the camp anyway, so it's
5,000 gold
I was-
directly to your nuts. Enjoy.
when Sam was talking last week, Sam was like, "You guys should get weapon upgrades," and I was like, "We're poor." I literally I can't remember when, but some point during this week, I was like, "Yeah," because this isn't like every other Fire Emblem game where randomly some rich guy's like, "Here's 10,000 gold." And it happens,
You
like, 3
fool.
times
I will
during the
be that
story.
random rich guy for you. Me, the DM.
The DM is both gives and takes.
I will be
away.
your sugar
Right.
daddy.
I
Don't no.
Yes.
Ah.
Terrible,
oh
thank
boy.
you.
Is Gare still face down in a bush?
Yeah, he's kind of just like grumbling and twitching a little bit, like, oh,
Oh,
fuck,
no,
what the fuck
buddy.
was that?
Archibald pulls up the thing and just looks at it and, hey Gare.
What? And then he pulls his face out of the shrubbery. He's got dirt all over his mouth.
Gare.
What? What the fuck is that?
Archibald looks at him and holds it up and looks back at it and looks back down at Gare like, oh.
Gare, like, finally, like, stops reeling from hitting his face on the ground. And he stares at the bullion, and he seems to, like, process what it is. He's a bandit. Even if he's not experienced in fighting, he's definitely experienced in the whole, like, knowing what valuables are. Just, by proxy of being around. So he knows what that is, and his eyes get pretty wide, and he's like, oh, shit.
That is possibly the single luckiest trip I have ever seen anyone go on.
Gare just kind of like sits there stunned for a minute before like quietly nodding, and he says, maybe I can do that more often then.
Not face first in the future, generally, maybe searching for gold stuff, sure. Don't hurt yourself.
For that much gold, I'll do far worse than trip over a rock. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Is there any more here?
You're right. That is interesting question. I was gonna ask that myself. And Sam, looking around, Sam, is this just like one big piece of gold in the middle of
Yeah, just a big
nowhere?
fucking
Or
piece of gold. There were
there's no,
coins here that you guys were picking up, but you cleaned the place out coin-wise.
there's not like we're not like I don't know. It doesn't feel like there's like maybe like a cart convoy that was like been lost here or like
Do you wanna search around?
yeah,
Excuse
because
me.
I'm like,
Sorry.
is there some sort of like traveling party or structure around here that would lead to this just being here? Because this is not what a peasant typically deposits in the middle of nowhere. Oh, let's think. Oh, it's cocked again. God damn it. Oh, that's what? Investigation? Perception? What? Oh, that there is no investigation. It doesn't exist. What am I talking about?
Yeah, perception.
Yeah, it's an 8.
It's an 8, you said?
Yeah. Unless
You do shuffle around in the sand a little bit. You feel around the area where Gear tripped, and your hands do find something else, but it's a way different shape. And as you pull it out, whatever it is, you find that you now have a bow in your hand. Someone left this here.
a bow.
A bow. It doesn't seem to be anything fancy, but it is a bow.
And I don't know what kind it is or what it's.
I mean, you could do a weaponry check.
Shit. Do I have that? No. I'll do the check. It's not going to work.
You can ask someone who has a proficiency in
I
weaponry.
will do that later. I'm going to RP out my own failure here for the hell of it.
Gare
This
has
is
a
really fun.
proficiency in
Gare's
weaponry.
literally right there.
Yeah,
He has
no.
a +3. Come.
That's so funny.
Archibald has.
Gare's
like,
just
I
like
am
on the
right
ground.
here.
He hasn't gotten up. He's just like sitting on the
That's-
ground now, like watching you stare really hard at this bow. Like, I know exactly what that is, bro.
That's a 9. Archibald has a 9 roll for that.
A 9.
Which is
Well,
minus
you know
4.
you can tell that it's not particularly valuable because it's made of relatively inexpensive material. So it's clearly like not the lost legendary bow of whoever the fuck. But it works. It's got a string, so maybe someone could get use out of it.
A bow's a bow. Weirdly, decently preserved for however long it must have been in the desert. I guess. Does Gare seem to
Gare holds his
hold it
hand
up.
out for it as he stands up, like, show me.
Yeah, I hand it to him.
Gare looks at the bow. He turns it over in his hands. He picks at the string a little bit, and he says, "Oh, this is one of those mage killing bows. They're pretty common,
What?
but we can save this maybe. And you can add
Feels
excuse me, 1 second. Mage's Folly to your inventory. It is a two-handed colorless bow. It does 1d6 physical damage, and it is effective against enemies with tomes equipped.
Oh, how much is it worth?
200.
200.
200.
Like you said, nothing special. Kind of standard equipment for people who find themselves fighting mages a lot. But it works.
Okay, so this feels like a weird thing to leave as an offering, right? Like, this is off-brand for the rest of this.
As you say that, Gare kind of nods to himself, and he hands you back the bow before kicking aside some more sand with his shoe and saying, "Maybe there's more."
Archibald's going to do his I guess second instinct after looking for more shit. What do I roll to look for like? I'm like, is there like is there a pile of dead bodies around here? Is there like a bunch of
Probably
dead
perception, right?
people?
Perception check.
Perception? Yeah, I guess. Unless
Unless you
it's
want to
like,
smell them.
Sniff, 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 sniff.
It
or
would be
unless it's like
nature.
nature.
I'll let you
Yeah.
have either nature or perception because you're in nature.
I'll go with nature for the like. It's not so much about finding stuff as much as like if I dropped a bunch of shit here and the sand was like blowing on it forever, where would it be? That's an 18.
18. Give me 1 second. I'm like blowing my nose.
Ew,
All right.
gross.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mhm.
As Gare is just like kicking up dirt, you catch sight of something that quickly gets reburied as he shuffles his feet around, and as you reach for it and try to investigate what it is, sniffing out the natural surroundings, you quickly find yourself holding a human femur.
Oh shit.
Yep.
This is what I was afraid of.
Uh,
Okay.
Gare makes a face and instantly stops kicking the sand, backing up a couple feet, just to like put some distance
Oh,
between himself and what is clearly a not recently buried body. This is a skeleton. There's no meat. There's no sinew. Nothing gross. Just a skeleton. Sun bleached. All that good stuff.
what part of the desert are we in?
You are at the edge of the desert where the desert turns into mountains on the border of Finbar.
Well, I can give you already good news, which is that as far as finding a human bone in the desert goes, we are not in the part where that's potentially really, really, really bad. Uh, it does mean that does this look to me like is this a burial in desert sort of deal, or is this a like someone got fucking whacked on the side of the road and has been left
Are
here to rot
you
over
are you sifting
God knows
around
how
for
long?
more details? Are you looking for more bones?
So yes, around the same area.
Um, as you look around for more bones, you do uncover a majority of a human skeleton, and it does seem like based on pose and the very like worn clothing, clearly this person's been buried and dead for some time. This seems to be more of a maybe had heat stroke, fell on a mountain path, no one was traveling with them sort of situation.
And so relative to where we came from, where is this? Like, is this towards
Um,
the direction the lady said she walked off?
No, this is on the other side of a mountain.
Okay, interesting. And are there any markings or like jewelry or whatever around that would be?
They do have a small pack with them, but most of everything that's inside it has simply disintegrated with heat and time. You find a couple like steel items that haven't quite like rusted away or crumbled yet. But none of it seems particularly valuable. It seems like this person was just a traveler on their way somewhere.
Yeah, no, I don't care about like value. I'm more like identifiers. Like,
Oh, no, no identifiable stuff. They don't carry like a journal with them or anything like that. There's no
hmm.
there's no skin on the body. The clothes are nondescript. Their hair is completely gone. You have no idea who this is.
And this is near the White Beast, right? Still.
Uh yeah.
Hmm.
This
There's
very
no
well
sign
may
of
this
like,
very well may have been somebody's lunch. You're not sure.
yeah. This doesn't. Does this person look in any way like bones, like utterly destroyed, like they were like bitten through, or
No, nothing looks like crushed or anything. It might have been
more of
picked
a
clean by, various wildlife, but nothing that
more
says I got stepped on by Godzilla. Nothing, none of that.
yeah. This, if I had to guess, this is less thing we should be afraid of around, and more some poor idiot expired here and kind of got, you know, picked clean.
Uh,
Uh,
Gare like makes a face and then looks down at where this poor soul is still kind of half in the sand. And he frowns a little bit and he says, "So then I guess they won't mind if we take their gold, right?"
I don't think so. There's no ghosts around, right?
Do you want to do a perception check for me, King?
Yeah, I do. That's why I
You can
asked.
always perceive. Oh my gosh. Always feel free to perceive.
Ooh, ooh, that might be okay. Wait a minute. That's plus what? No, it's a minus. That's a 14.
You don't sense any spectral presences. You don't see anybody that's not Gare. He does look a little pale, but he's probably still alive.
I don't. Yeah, no, I don't see it. Archibald is struggling this moment to articulate something in a way that doesn't say. Because his first instinct is to say something like, "No, it doesn't feel like there's anyone around, and if there is, they'll let us. They'll probably let us know, like if they care." But he's about to say that, and then looks at Gare and remembers, "Oh yeah, this man will shit his pants," uh, and sort of dials back
Live in
like,
front of a studio
"I think,
audience.
well, it looks like they're long dead, so yeah, I imagine."
Oh, well, should we, rebury that? And then he points to the femur, which Archibald still
Oh,
has.
yeah, that one I'm gonna do. That feels just sort of, it's kind of a dick move, regardless, you know. Like even if they're not, even when someone is dead, you never know. It's
Bold words from the guy that took the bag of, like, human meat from that first map.
well, you know,
He's
this
grown.
is this
He's
is
grown
look,
as a
listen,
person.
listen. That town, right? Everything that was gonna be walking around was already walking around, right?
So true.
Uh, the this place, this is the fucking Yee Desert. Archibald, no, it's like Archibald's. It's like going up to like a hornet's nest that's also full of zombies and like prodding with a stick. Like, let's see what'll happen if I poke it.
Whoa,
No,
more Quan parts. Cool. We're gonna put him together like Exodia.
I did think, ooh,
I think it
on
would be more like Frankenstein, but alright.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Dwyer and I have another idea.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no, what do
share
you-
it with Dwyer. It's not
Oh.
relevant.
Oh no,
so,
okay.
we should go back. On that note, we should probably go back and tell someone else about this.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And before Gare can go back to camp with you, he like follows you a couple steps before turning back and like kind of like respectfully bowing at the dirt patch you guys just like refilled full of human
Good.
remains. But he's really awkward about it, and then he just kind of like shuffles away, like, I've done my part.
Yep.
You're going back to camp. All right, you're back at
Yep.
camp.
Are they? What's everyone else up to as we're
Yeah, what are
getting
you two
back?
giggling about over there?
Rand DM'd me and it just made me laugh really hard.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, what are you guys doing in the game also?
I would say once it seems like Octavia's done what she can for Amalthea, she's gonna go check on Valente, probably to ask for a bit more soap, but also seeing that Valente's still kind of spaced out, is around Garlic, is also concerned, and is like, oh crap. And kind of thing, and goes to check on him.
Okay. He doesn't react until you say something to him. So,
Valente?
hey, hi. What's up?
Well, I was asking if you had a little bit of extra soap, but Amalthea, with Archibald, pushed Edwin into the stream, and the problem is Amalthea went in with her armor, and I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't get rusted. But, are you... How are you doing?
I mean, I'm just handling it. I do have some extra soap here. Let me grab it.
Okay.
And he thinks in any other situation he'd actually make fun of you for asking if he had extra soap because he has so much fucking soap.
Uh-huh.
The soap
He
guy.
doesn't have the presence. He's like, my job is my job. My job for what 30 or 20 something years was soap hour. So, but he does not have the presence to mind to make fun of you right now. But he reaches in, he grabs a loaf of, so well, not a whole loaf, like a bar of some olive oil soap, and hands it to you.
Thanks. Is there anything I can do?
What?
Like, I know it was probably really rough out today, and like if there's anything I can do to like help with chores
Oh,
or like
no.
any.
I appreciate it, but I mean, you don't have to worry about it. I just waking up to having found out that monsters were sniffing your body and licking it was weird.
Yeah, that's a lot to handle. Uh, have you had a chance to like get clean or anything? You think that would help?
Um, Val looks toward the river and then kind of glances at like the mud situation.
It's only when you go super deep. I'm sure if you had like a bucket and put off to the side, I think it would be fine. They just
Val's
like
like,
to
if
play
I
in the
could,
river mud.
yeah. Val goes, if I could fit a bucket in Garlic's pack, he wouldn't be having
Yeah.
any problems.
Uh
Uh,
huh. Uh huh.
but he says, I will at some point clean myself off. That's always a priority for me, but thanks for your concern.
Okay. Octavia does take the soap, and she also like she's looking more concerned, and she knows that she doesn't want to bother Valente with this if there, but she also like quickly like goes in, gives like a little side hug, pats Garlic snout, and then goes.
Val looks a little startled, but some of the tension in his shoulders kind of leaves after she's gone, and he looks a little less. He looks a little more present of mind.
Ah! Oh. Okay. Then I guess after that, Octavia just goes back to Amalthea and is like, okay, what next do we need to scrape off?
Amalthea just kind of holds her arms out like, yes, I
And then
am
they get to
dirty.
work. Yes, you are very dirty.
The
You are
baby is
very dirty.
dirty.
God. They handled the arbor first, even despite
It's not mud
Amalthea's
anymore. It
complaints.
is dried. It is now just dirt.
Dirt. Oh God. Okay.
And I think at that point, it's a good time for Archibald and Gare to traipse back into camp.
So they basically see Amalthea just like, help me, as the mud cakes and dries on her, and Octavian just standing there trying to think, like, how the fuck do I get this off? Holding the bar of soap.
Cheppy, are
So
you dead? Oh my god,
Oh my
Cheppy
god.
died.
He
No.
died.
Cheppy!
He died.
Andrew, Chippy!
Miss him every
I
day.
hate this. Hello.
Hi. Your
Hello.
mic died, didn't it?
Anyway, where was I?
Oh,
Yeah.
you were talking. Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no!
It was actually perfectly, like, the conversations perfectly lined up until
No.
just now. It's
Okay,
great.
well, go again.
What the fuck
Take
did I
two.
say? Hey everyone, we found some stuff. Oh, looking over at whatever the fuck is going on with the mud situation.
Amalthea looks back over at you and just kind of goes, hee hee.
Archibald is still covered in mud, though, too, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's a little dirt boy, too.
Yeah, but, like, I've been in
He's
this
always a little
Hang
dirt
on.
boy, though.
That's it.
Here. Hey, I've got... Here, Amalthea, come here. Hang on a second, Gare. I, like, shove whatever I'm holding into his hands.
He takes the bow and he just kind of starts playing with the string of it, like, huh, weapon.
Walk over to Amalthea and, he's like... Here's the thing, right? You wait. This is a trick that I personally have used, that I figured out as a kid. Ready? Now, when you get all dirty like this, you wait for the mud to dry, right? And once
Mm-hmm.
it gets dry, it
All
gets
right,
all
what's
brittle.
step 2?
Right. So it gets all brittle, and then, you know, all you have to do, and he reaches into her pocket and he takes the slug bracelet thing and just slaps it on her, and just sort of like, poof,
She
little
slugs
tiny
in a puff of smoke. She slugs.
directly into Archibald's hand. Just slimy little Amalthea dust like crumbles out like away from where she used to be the whole time. Just like for like a millisecond, just like the shell of what was Amalthea's like dirt and grime,
That's so
and
fucking
then just
gross.
little slimy before just poof away into the wind, and then just little gooey Amalthea in his hand is like,
Amalthea
and that
goes, hee hee, again.
and that's the quick way to do it. And he sort
She
of
attempts to scuttle up your arm.
not right now. I'm pretty sure you're still not done being washed. That will work for everything. And then he pulls her off and also pulls out the bracelet. So just
Amalthea, completely clean, reappears.
Oh, that works better than I thought. Sea slugs are cleaner than wow.
Okay,
Oh,
how about we
that's
do you now?
See, I'm never taking another bath again.
No, do not say that. You are not allowed to say that.
It doesn't
Young
work
lady,
for
you
all
are
the.
not allowed to say that, kiddo, and neither are you, Archibald.
Frankly, I'm surprised that you're as clean as you are. That is usually not. Usually, it's transformation's weird. Like your clothes get included with the. It's more about getting like the bulk of it.
It's magic.
I have no idea why you are so clean right now, kid. I honestly have no clue.
Because of magic.
I mean, Archibald shows up covered in his own blood after he transforms.
No, right. Like, and Archibald turns into a dragon.
Granted,
you
some
see,
of the dirt does kind of slide off you, but
and
not
it's
clean.
It's sort of the opposite thing for Amalthea, because like Amalthea got really tiny, but Archibald's case is just sort of like a like the gust of like anything that a lot of the dirt that was like attached to like clothes or like arms or whatever just sort of boom, because the surface it was on ceased to be that surface for like half a second. And then he turns back and he's still dirty because like it transforms your clothes with you, so like there's still a layer of like dirt on him. It's just he's not like he's like a little dirty, not like coated. Yeah, so this is what I got. I don't know what sea slugs, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe
Well,
they're just
only one-
naturally clean, or maybe my magic's just better than yours. And she sticks her tongue out at you.
I will
Well-
choose not to address that right now.
Well, only one way to find out. And Octavia takes the bracelet and takes Archibald's arm, and she's like, "You ready?"
Wait.
From behind you, Amalthea starts quietly chanting, "Slug, slug, 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 slug."
Get slugged.
Get slugged, bitch.
Only Amalthea's been slugged. We need to have a reason that everyone in the
Everyone's
group
gonna
gets
get slugged.
at least once.
Slug reveal. I already did a slug reveal on Twitter, but
Yeah.
you all know what your slug sonas look like.
Like so.
Did I
Archibald,
Like
just-
are you
one of those
ready
like
to get slugged?
deviant
Sorry,
art
did you
faces
say
that's
yes
just a
or
slug.
no? I didn't hear a yes or no from you, Cheppy.
He just sort of stares a second and goes,
I'll catch you. I'll catch you, I promise.
okay,
Okay.
I guess.
He slaps the bracelet on his wrist.
Be slugged. Archibald-shaped cloud.
Little green thing.
You can still talk in slug form.
Yeah, you can, because Amalthea can talk when
You
she
can
slugs.
talk and cast magic.
Yeah.
This is really weird. Ah,
Do you think you
This
can
is
turn
not-
into a dragon?
no, yeah,
Amalthea
I know.
creeps up behind you and says, "You have to try."
The size thing goes. I never had the size thing go the other way before. This is strange.
Oh, But-
Dragon, dragon, dragon.
You want me to turn into a dragon
Yes!
right now?
wait. Let's put you on the stool instead of my hand in case something happens, please. Okay, just carefully. And she's,
Gare
like,
is also now
carefully
like wandered
moving.
up, and he's just kind of like watching with his hands on his hips, kind of like a "what are those kids doing over there" sort of
Yeah,
vibe.
there's a logistics question because where did the dragonstone go? Did
What?
transform with my
It's
clothes?
still with you somewhere.
Or is the dragonstone like the one thing that's like it like the slug bracelet and earthstone are just like
just
if
wanna
you
see
were
the
if
dragon.
you were to look around on the ground, you'd find that the dragonstone is on the ground.
Oh. Does
Very-
anyone else notice that?
I mean, it
Besides
fell
our-
off of him and made like a thunk.
Oh, thunk.
it's
Oh.
like the one everything else on his person transformed, but the dragonstone's like, nah, no.
Okay, wait. Let's do this. Wait 1 second. Let me just set you down. Okay, there. And she like she's very gentle. She's very careful, very gentle to be like, I don't want to drop you. And she puts you down on the stool where Amalthea was, or like stump where Amalthea was sitting, and and then she pauses for a second, like, it's okay for me to pick this up, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah.
Octavia gently pokes it
Uh,
because she's like,
you're not part dragon, so nothing happens.
I'm just worried about mythological weaponry, and at this point, like, who can touch it, who cannot touch it.
It's got you're basically touching part of me. That's it. The rock just has the dragon,
Wait, it
more of
came
the
from
dragon
you?
bit of me.
Ew.
Yeah, you're just touching a bit. The
Is
rock
this
just
a
has bit of
kidney
me in it.
stone?
No, that's not what that is. No.
One of my friends got a kidney stone once. It was really gross. It looked
Did they
kind of like that.
transform into a lizard when they got the kidney stone?
No, he transformed into a dead guy.
Well,
Oh
Ow.
no!
I'm
that
just kidding. Haha, gotcha.
is. Archibald like looks up. Does the sea slug look up? Kind of a little bit. He's just like, so is this how
Octavia's
it
like,
is?
oh, that's so cute.
Is this how it is on the other end? Usually, or is this uniquely small experience I'm having?
I would have to do I'm not the best at that sort of math, but yeah, I guess. And then she gives him a little thumbs up. as per usual, like, hey. And then she picks up the Dragonstone and sets it down next to him and sees what happens.
Okay. Hey, Sam, what
Hey.
happens if like, okay? Sam, what happens if I use the Dragonstone while it's sea slug?
You use the Dragonstone, and you do, in fact, turn into a fully sized Archibald dragon.
Oh my god! I guess it is to scale then.
Wait. What is...
I'm so sorry.
Wait, did
You
you just...
okay?
What happens? Is it normal
Yeah,
what
normal
is it?
Archibald dragon.
Oh.
Oh
Well,
my
this
bad. I
is-
thought he was like actually like human
A
Archibald
human-sized
dragon.
Archibald dragon. No, he turns into
Okay,
a normal-sized
scratch that.
dragon.
Ah.
Hi. This
Hi.
is...
But the one difference is you still have the little like sea slug ears, kind of like
Yeah, I was
poking
like,
up behind your horns.
Yeah, Archibald looks down. Is like, "Hot. Oh. Oh, that's not...
It's an accessory.
Oh, wow. That's very...
And you
Oh,
are still
wow.
wearing the
You know, there's-
bracelet around like as it's like a ring now.
So what... If these are here now, where are they even connected to my head? What part of me is... Because those are organs.
Don't worry
But
about
normally
that.
there's a different part of my body that goes... So what's...
Wait, do you have a Dragonstone pouch?
What?
Never mind. Do you want to change back?
Sure. To the slug or to the... me?
To the you. We know what you look like as a slug now. If you don't want to stay a slug, you don't have to be a slug.
Alright. I'm going to go in reverse order just to make sure there's nothing like... You know...
Archibald fucks up and anamorphs himself.
Yeah, just going back through the steps. The way we came. I'm down here now.
Slugged.
Hello? I don't
And-
have hands anymore. Could someone...
And Octavia takes off the bracelet.
And human Archibald.
Is Archibald clean now, I guess?
Yeah, you're completely clean.
Yeah. I have to say, through all of this shenanigans, Gare is watching.
Yeah, Gare's still
where
just like standing there like with his hands on his hips like, the kids are up to something. I don't know what, but they seem to be having fun. So I'm not going to step in until someone starts crying.
This
That
is great.
was... Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, man. That was fascinating. Also, my innards feel very weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we won't.
I think I just have had 3 different digestive systems in the last 2 minutes. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Oh no.
I felt
do you
that.
need me? I have seasickness medication. Do you want that?
Nope. I think I'm good. I'm just gonna... Nope, just gonna stand here, just motionless, just... Oh boy. Wow, that's... Oh. Wow. That's whiplash. That... Ooh. Carry on with whatever you're doing. Am I clean now?
Yeah, you're completely clean.
I'm clean now.
Yeah, you're clean. You're
That
clean.
wasn't DM question, that was the...
No, that
character.
was. Yeah, you're clean. It went off in a poof. But please still use soap.
I... will.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm good. No, I think I might... I'm just gonna go hang out by the... I'm gonna go hang out by the camp. Where's Godfrey or whatever? I'm gonna go hang out by the camp.
Godfrey's
Oh.
in
Yeah,
his
where
tent
is
and has
Godfrey?
been in his tent
Is-
since you set up
The
camp.
stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Gare, could... Oh,
Yeah.
Gare, could you tell them about the body and stuff? I'm gonna go sit down for a minute.
Garrett just kind of turns to Octavian and goes, "We found a skeleton. A rich skeleton.
Oh, how rich?
Well,
Pulls up a bullion.
yeah,
like,
he pulls
Oh,
the gold bar
shit.
out from his coat pocket,
Really rich.
and he just kind of holds it out like, this many rich.
Good job.
And a bow, too.
Oh, cool. Do you want to keep it?
You
don't have You don't have a bow.
I don't know how to use one of these. Figured maybe someone else might want it.
Okay, how about you put it in the convoy for now? We still need to sort through what we found during the battle, so yeah, we can talk about it then. But yeah, you and Archibald made some good finds. Wow.
We found some spare change too, but and then he's gonna pat his like pocket and he says, I'm keeping that. And then he turns around and like goes to the convoy to put the bow and the bullion in, which I believe are already in, but
Yeah, maybe he like makes sure that they're covered.
yeah, he
Or,
like
the-
puts all the other like random shit on top of it.
Nice.
But he like gives you a thumbs up, like hell fucking yeah. Success.
Octavia gives him a thumbs up return. Hell fucking yeah.
Success. Edwin, what are you up to?
Edwin probably went to clean his clothes off without the sea slug thing.
The old fashioned way?
Now that I think about that, he probably asked Val for soap.
Yeah,
I don't.
Val.
Yeah, I don't think it was
At
much
this
of a
point, the amount of
conversation.
soap that Val has, you're all wondering, like, you know that she's supposed to have this much soap, but at the same time,
Where's she keeping it, though?
it should not have lasted, like, his supply should not have lasted this long.
I mean,
You might just have a Mary
assumably
Poppins.
in Finbar, he gave
stocked up.
You got more soap.
Oh, true. No, listen. Maybe I'm trying to make a bit here.
Okay.
He just has.
Go on.
She just has infinite soap.
Snope.
That's the janitor
Nope.
skill. You have infinite soap and maybe bleach.
Yeah, it's a Mary Poppins type bag where he reaches into a bag that's like maybe the length, like his forearm length deep, but his shoulders like in it, and he's searching around and he pulls out soap.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right, Edwin's getting all soaped up. Edwin, as you're stooping by the river and cleaning yourself off and vaguely listening maybe to the sounds of people being idiots somewhere behind you, something lands on your head. It's got little clawed feet and it pokes you in the forehead with a sharp beak.
Ah.
Is it a pigeon?
It is a pigeon.
Pigeon. Oh no, Alice male.
You've got mail.
Edwin will remove the pigeon from his head. And presumably remove the letter from the pigeon.
Yes, the pigeon beeps at you and gladly hands over its letter. Hold on, I need to find you in my long list of DMs.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Why do I have so many conversations?
We fucked it up. We fucked it up.
Here you go.
Alice.
I'm so sorry, Alice.
From a DM point of view, if this is completely incoherent, excuse me, because I believe I wrote this in the middle of the night, and I pretty much don't remember actually doing the writing part. So enjoy.
Oh no.
That's life, baby.
That's okay. I'm just thinking about like, oh, how is that gonna convey a message to Edwin?
If anything's jank on the DM side, I will explain it.
I don't think anyone else is around for Edwin to read this letter to.
You can quietly read it.
Wait, where is he?
Yeah.
Everyone's within like 15 feet of each other, but Edwin's off cleaning his clothes.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah. He ran away.
Is Edwin just keeping this letter to himself?
I was gonna read it real quick.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I will say at this point, I would assume like Valente, Octavia, Godfried, and Archibald did talk about Cersei coming into the camp. Even if we didn't play it out, I think they did discuss it with the group.
Yeah, there's no way Val didn't.
Oh yeah, the group as a whole definitely knows about this.
Yeah.
There's
Just
no way
not
that
mention it.
Watch. People woke up. Everyone woke up. They were like, "How was Watch?" And they were like, "Oh, it's fine." And they
It's
just
like,
didn't mention the whole as a
And
woman.
then we don't talk
Everything's
about it.
okay. Nothing happened. All,
Oh,
it's
look
all
at me
good.
shake my head.
It's all good.
Trikey, did we fuck it up?
Did we fuck it up, Trakey?
No, I think he's okay. He's just telling us like news.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
we were like,
He's okay.
You're
we
like,
were
oh
we
god,
got
did
him
he get tortured? Again.
We got him re-tortured, guys. We were all panicking.
Okay, maybe I spoke too soon.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
sitting here.
We got him re-tortured, guys.
We gotta get him out of there.
What's
We
with
just
this
gotta
wee shit? I was in a sand dune.
Alright,
Listen,
alright.
we tried
That's
to
a
lie and
clue.
it didn't work.
Yeah.
Be blamed. We tried very hard to not to lie and it didn't work.
As Edwin
Yeah.
reads this letter, the pigeon, having learned from last time, just kind of flutters away. It's like, yeah, I'm not,
Yeah.
probably not sending
Yeah,
anything
bye.
back.
Yeah. If it stayed, Edwin probably would have just like shooted away anyway.
Mm-hmm. It's learned.
What? And yet the birds
Yeah.
all hate me.
They didn't see you this time, but watch out, bitch.
Man.
Edwin, like, he probably isn't done washing his clothes and stuff, but he, like, comes back with, like, still there's obviously dirt on him, and just, like, kind of announces to the group, because I assume everyone is right there, I think Alice sent a letter,
Uh-oh.
so he's alive at least.
Amalthea kind of gives you a look like she's struggling to remember who the fuck you're talking about. Before, like, you don't even have to say it. She, like, nods to herself, like, oh, yeah, that guy.
At least.
Well, he mentioned, I don't really know how to describe this, so I'll just give you the letter and,
Who you
but
handing
he
it
said,
to?
probably Octavia.
Alright, or not Trekkie. Who's fucking...
Grant.
But everyone probably tells the group that, he said, the Emperor isn't the Emperor anymore, of Valhalla. I don't know who he was, because we don't really know anything about Valhalla, but apparently his aunt took over, and she was the one who's kind of been running things anyway, but he said that, that means that they're getting serious about the war, I think. So...
His
Honorable
aunt?
Lady Mordred.
Was it aunt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his aunt, Octavia's like, yeah, his aunt, there is no, the title of, do you want me to read it?
If
have
you
it?
want to. Yeah.
Or-
We can also, like, pass it around if people wanted to, but,
yeah, I could read, like,
Is
half
it?
of it.
Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah. To Evan and others, I hope you are alive and well. I've certainly been better, but I'll live. I'll be brief since I'm under constant watch from my superiors, and I'm only able to find privacy in the dead of night when most are sleeping. I'm hiding under my blankets and writing this by light tome as we speak. I'll skip over that. I feel like an idiot, a justifiably terrified idiot, granted, but an idiot regardless. The title of Emperor has been reassigned. There was no violent revolution like you might imagine. In fact, there was no fight at all. His aunt and advisor, the Honorable Lady Mordred, has taken his place on the throne after a peaceful exchange of power. They say it's because he's young and inexperienced with leading, especially during a war. Everyone knows he's been nothing but a mouthpiece this whole time. Mordred has always pulled the strings in this city. She is the natural conclusion to many of Belhalla's holy houses, so nobles naturally defer to her anyways. Octavia is like natural conclusion, and then she hands it back to read the rest.
Natural conclusion.
Well, if I had to guess, that's something about the radiant holy blood. But anyway, that probably wasn't the important thing. He says that he only thought to warn us because this means the army's gloves will be coming off soon. He says if the head of the church is throwing her weight around so brazenly, it must mean they're planning on bulking up defenses, especially on the Eid border. He says his father is being deployed soon too, so we could look out for him. Dark hair, bushy mustache, milky blue eyes. He says we can do whatever we want with him if we find him. I don't think he likes his dad. Yeah, I think his dad took his kidney.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
I think his dad took his kidney.
Why?
Val gets like a look on his face,
Yeah.
and you know that it's complicated because on the one hand, Val still isn't like a super big Alice fan, but
Wallace
also
stand
that's-
number 1.
That's
Also-
Archibald. Archibald's been in his Carter.
Edwin is Alice stand number 2.
even though Alice keeps calling him Evan.
To be fair, he
We
hasn't
really
had the
have a
chance
lot
to
of time to
correct
get our
him.
names straight. Yeah.
But at the same time, also taking someone's fucking kidney is a lot.
Your own
And
father taking your fucking
that's a whole
kidney.
kidney. That's a whole kidney.
What did he
Archibald.
need that for?
Yeah, he
Archibald sitting next to you guys is like, ah, well, he made it away with just the kidneys. That's
well he mentions that his dad might take his eyes or something here. It's kind of
His eye
he
vision
writes
going.
really fancy, but that's the thing I'm getting from this at least.
No, wait, hold on. So me, Dwyer, read the letter as
Yeah.
he was,
I think this is a cry
guess-
for help.
well, yeah, this is a cry for help, but I think his dad is taking parts and giving them to himself.
Yeah.
Because his dad's sight is going.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That happens? Octavia turns to Archibald's like, that's a regular thing?
Oh, I don't know about regular strictly, but it's not. There was Forseti at one point hijacked a dude's body, like entire dead body supposedly. So it's not unheard of.
I feel like this is a bit more
that's a
extreme.
god. I mean,
Actually.
That's a god.
so,
This
yeah.
is a man taking his son's organs.
It's a god to by human standards. Come on, like.
Yeah, but like this, we're
Yeah.
talking about humans, so. Alright.
Well,
Humans,
I feel like if
humans given dragon blood.
look if
Yeah.
if there's a bunch of crazy bastards out there who can drink
Did you
some
go to
of
the
my
dentist today?
ancestors' blood, then whatever, you know. Did I interrupt Trikey or?
No, Trikey, I think, had to take a call
Well,
right now.
Something
so-
about a dentist.
Godspeed. Ooh woo.
Well,
Okay.
Sorry, I'm back. My mom was
Welcome
talking to
back.
me, but I was like, she had part of her mouth numbed from the dentist,
Oh
and I was
no.
like,
Oh.
I was like, did you go to the dentist today, or is that like not related? Because I was
Oh
wasn't
no.
sure.
Oh no.
But she's fine.
Okay. All right. Anything else with the letter? Any other
So let's
interactions?
kill Alice's dad if we come across him.
I'm going to make a very shitty roll to see if there's any sort of secret messages or codes. I'm not good at this. It's scholastics, which I'm god awful at, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
You could have Ed do
Plastics
it.
is the code breaking
Yeah.
skill?
Is it? What else would it be?
Yeah, it is.
I was
Damn.
gonna
It's
say
all
If you-
it's
if
all
you
sort
share
of
with the
literacy
class
and
what you're
reading. That
doing.
includes code
it
breaking.
could. Well,
Yeah.
oh, I could do
Oh.
dark magic for the whole body
Well.
parts thing.
Yeah, you can do it for the body count, and then Edward could do potentially any encoding for scholastics.
Yeah. You
Amalthea
have
and
to
Gare
tell him,
are
though. He
both
would
just kind
not
of
even
standing
think of
there like
that.
disgusted. They're both like they look like uncomfortable and like ooh gross.
That's
Yeah.
a shit roll. That's like a 5 dark magic.
Wait. Octavia turns and goes to Godfrey's stand. She kind of stands out there. Godfrey hasn't come out, right?
Nope, he's been in his tent the entire time.
Oh my god, he's gay? Sorry.
He's literally
Did it come out?
bisexual.
Yeah, we had a vote about this.
You were
Sorry, I
part of the
wasn't
crowdfunding effort.
No, I wasn't paying attention to who you guys were talking about was in the
Happy
thing.
Pride to Godfrey.
Having
And
tried
so
to Godfrey.
I had to make a, oh my god, he's coming out joke, but I didn't know who it was.
In the middle of the reading this absolutely like horrifying letter from a man who like fears his own death, Godfrey just walks out and goes, "I am homosexual," and then he leaves. Fucking goes back in his
Fire
tent.
Emblem.
Doesn't
Emblem
refuses to
Warriors.
elaborate.
Fire
3
Emblem
hopes,
Warriors.
everybody.
Yeah, I can see it is a bit fruity in that game.
I'm straight. I'm just here.
Congratulations.
Oh god.
Congratulations.
Thank you for coming out as
Jeffy.
straight.
It's
So
not exactly a win.
Oh.
It's
No,
just a
it's
thing.
fine. It just is. That's okay.
Simply
Yeah.
is. But anyway, so sorry, what were you doing before that? Just got
okay,
completely derailed.
As they're trying to decode the letter for parts, Octavia remembers, like, wait, Godfrey might know about this. He's been reading the blood magic book. She goes to his tent and, like, calls out, "Hey, Godfrey?"
He doesn't answer.
Again.
Godfrey, we learned that Alice's dad took his kidney, and we want to know what the fuck is up with that.
Hold on one second.
Someone opens the tent flap and he's in there like
He's
holding
removing
a
his own
kidney.
kidney right now,
You mean
Like-
this?
and
the
also
truth come out.
being gay because
Congratulations, the kidney stealing masquerader
No!
party is gay.
No.
Kidney, as far as you know.
I'm gonna cry.
What a way to put it.
This is a bit and a half. Great work, everyone. He does hear
Yay,
you though.
kidney
He got perception. He got a
Cool.
13. So he kind of like shuffles out of his tent. He does not look happy to be awake or alive.
Sorry.
But he does look at you like confused, like what the fuck did you just say?
That
That was a whole series of words.
Yeah. Olive sent us a letter, and there's a lot of things going on, but predominantly we're trying to figure out why the fuck his dad took his kidney and he might be taking his eyes next.
Godfrey just kind of looks at you for a second before like entering the little like talking circle. He takes the letter from whoever's holding it and he reads it over, and he's gonna quickly make a check. Give me a second. Oh shit, 20, dirty 20. All right, Godfrey does actually know what's going on here. So he reads over the letter, and as he reads, he kind of gets like more and more of like a disgusted look on his face, and then he hands the letter back to Edwin, I guess. And he says, "Yeah, they do that sometimes there."
What
Sorry,
is it?
what?
What?
All
What
right.
is it? No, but is there any way to elaborate on that? Please.
Well, I think it's an older custom that they're big fans of now, where if someone's a traitor to their family and they're returned to their family can do whatever they want. So if someone in the family is old and sick or whatever, they're, you know, used for
Used.
parts, so to speak.
Uh,
It's kind of a disgusting practice, but that's how they do it. Not particularly common outside of noble families.
do you think it's because of holy blood?
Probably. They're pretty obsessed with that kind of thing over there. Not to mention, I
Okay.
think the average person would have a hard time surviving getting most of their organs removed. So,
Yeah.
I guess maybe his father was being as merciful as possible when he took one of the ones he could do without.
I don't know.
Octavia's like, no, that's not mercy, Valente.
I know it isn't. I'm
Sometimes
saying if he's
in-
going to take a fucking organ, he might taking one from his son that isn't going to kill him. It's top of what's literally a shit pile.
sometimes if you're a noble, you don't really need a kid per se by the poor person definition. You just sort of need backup. A backup in whatever form that may take. Air, spare parts, whatever. Been there, sort of. Not
Gare's
spare
gonna
parts,
kind
but
of look at you like, been there? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
I gotta pop out another few dragons before the dragons who were running around killing everyone got killed themselves, you know?
And then Gare just kind of like nods a little bit to himself, like very disturbed, clearly.
I have a question about this, though. Oh, God. Okay. Yep, I'm good now. I'm good. Uh, so, I'm sorry. Did you say what's her name? Lady Mordred?
Mordred.
Whatever the fuck. Did you say that she's the logical conclusion of a bunch of noble families?
Yeah.
That's the wording exactly.
Yeah. Edwin will hand him the letter if he wants it.
I'm good. I take your word that you said it. Just that's weird, right? Like that's a weird choice of
Yeah.
wording to other people. No, just me.
It,
Because if I'm gonna be honest here, like if that sort of calls just one thing that I know of to my mind, or more accurately, perhaps one person, I say, and look over pointedly at Gare.
Yeah, that was my thought as well.
Hold on. I'm gonna have Gare make a quick check. Where the fuck did I put
Gare,
his sheet?
as he's doing that, I say, Gare, as you're doing that, I say, Gare, I hate to ask this question now, but don't suppose you've got like a mom or a sister running around?
As you say that, he kind of flinches a little bit,
Oh, fuck.
like as if he's just kind of unearthed some long buried memory. Uh, and he looks over at you. His eyes like slowly slide over to you. And it takes him a minute before he actually starts speaking. And when he does, he's clearly like so incredibly uncomfortable. He looks like he's gonna turn inside out. Um, but he just starts talking, and he's like, when I was very, very, very young, my father would occasionally mention that he did have a daughter in another time, but I didn't ever know her name or any details other than that she existed. So I don't know, but yeah.
Oh boy. Well, that'll do it.
All I know is that when my father left Valhalla the first time, he didn't take that daughter with him.
Fucking. Oh, Jesus Christ. Has Garrett been fucking Zuko this whole goddamn time?
I've never seen Avatar. I don't fucking know.
I don't think that's an apt metaphor, but
No.
I think he's
Nah.
the minor blood sibling to a major blood problem.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great, Trikey.
Yeah, that was fucking a sentence ever.
Okay,
very,
then
very
let me
epi form.
let me rephrase it then. Less Zuko, more Snake, Metal Gear. The one with all the
So
the one
apt!
with all the
He's
recessive.
Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid.
He really is Solid Snake, everyone.
Okay, that
You
part was unintentional.
motherfucker! You absolute shit! Really? Oh my god! You did not straight up just make a liquid snake and just like shove her in there. Oh my god.
I said there's a little bit of
Yeah.
snake in there. I didn't say how much.
Oh.
Maybe there's a lot of snake in there. Who can say?
I don't know
That's the
anything
whole
about
point.
Metal Gear Solid except Snake.
That's all you need to know, baby.
That's the thing. Solid Snake is like the one of many clones, and he's the all recessive gene clone, as opposed to what is it, Liquid Snake, who's the
Dominant
Yeah.
gene clone.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's why he's
God.
blonde.
And he looks like Solid Snake. Gare does. God damn
Yeah.
you.
I'll admit that was
Samantha.
mostly unintentional, but it is hilarious and
Are you
convenient.
kidding?
are you kidding? Oh my
Very long time
God.
since I played Metal Gear.
So
Sam-
Mordred is the one to surpass Metal Gear.
Now all that we have now all
I
that
was
I need to know
possessed by Solid Snake when making games.
now of course the next thing we're going to learn is that the woman who again to Twitch TV, this is the only thing she's referred to this person as. Watch Gare's sister also be the evil big titty woman.
Oh
she
my
keeps
god.
talking
Oh! Oh, Sam!
Yeah? Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Well, let's see.
I-
Let's see.
Do you want to share with the class?
What? Chevy's definitely mentioned this before.
I have
I know,
mentioned it so many
but
times.
I'm also like...
He
Okay.
asked. But no, I reveal nothing about any characters that aren't in the letter or asked of them. I cannot reveal
Okay, so
details.
she's not the big-tittied woman.
I literally can't reveal details. I don't even know who that is.
Okay.
You're so mean and evil.
Who the
to
fuck
us.
is Mordred? I don't even know. I like barely know that bitch. Anyways.
Stop.
Sorry, I'm like my job has fried my brain like an egg.
That's okay. That's okay.
It is very funny though.
Thank
You
you.
accidentally wrote the plot to Metal Gear Solid.
That means
This is
Dragoneer's
only-
big boss.
This is only part of the plot. There's more.
Oh yeah,
That made me
we know
autocop-
there's more.
Okay, moving on.
We know there's more. There's got to be a revolver ocelot somewhere.
Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking.
It also sounds like she's the head of the church of Naga.
Yeah, going back into RP land.
Yeah.
Back
Back to Liquid Snake. I mean Mordred.
Stop.
Liquid Gear.
There better not be a fucking Solidus running.
Solid is scare.
Right.
No, there's no solids.
Octavia looks kind of ill.
Yeah.
Archibald is kind of ill.
Yeah. Actually, no, say Octavia is ill right now. She
Yeah.
is not looking good right now.
Val is angry and has nowhere to direct this anger, and it's not working well for him.
Octavia just like goes to the side of the camp and like puts her head in her like crouches and puts her head in her between her legs like
Edwin goes to finish washing himself off because he has to do that before he can do anything else.
yeah, but also after she does that she looks to see how Gare's doing. Like the nausea has passed.
Amalthea is just kind of, she's like wandered off to sit on a log, and she like kind of, she looks disturbed, definitely, but clearly a lot of this is like gone over her head. Like she now understands, like, okay, Gare has a sibling. Clearly that's not great. There's a lot of gross stuff in that letter, but she's like still pretty young. Like the full, I guess, weight of implications and like she can't really like parse what this means in her brain completely. She just knows it's bad, everyone's upset, not good. Gare, uh he's looks less disturbed now. He's more like lost in thought, like he's trying to remember a bunch of stuff. But he's just kind of like standing in his pockets with his hands in his pockets, just kind of like looking out at the like desert scenery, like just thinking. And Godfried, after a minute of just kind of looking vaguely ill, just goes back into his tent.
Is Valente or Archibald doing anything, or should I go talk to Gare? I have something planned, but if you guys have something planned, that takes precedence.
Val's not in a good state to be talking to anyone. He'll just end up yelling, and that'll make it worse, and he knows that. So.
I mean, Archibald's probably just hanging around Gare as the, it's like, may grow cause certain circumstance with each passing day.
Gare just kind of like grunts, like, yeah, I guess. Fucked up.
Yep.
He's still just staring. He's not making much conversation right now.
Mm-hmm.
Octavia, are you approaching at this point?
Yeah, I think she'll approach, and she stands next to the other two and is kind of waiting to see, like, is she welcome? Is she not? Do they just not? Is it not phasing them at all?
Doesn't seem to phase Gare at all.
She turns to Gare and listen, if this is a weird question, you can tell me it's weird. I'm sure there's a lot that you're thinking about right now, but did your father ever mention the exodus from Valhalla? Besides what happened to the child he left behind?
Well, I got used to get details here and there. Nothing specific, just, how bad it was. All the traveling he did afterwards, him trying to settle down and make a new life for himself. He never really talked much about the day itself. Only that, well, he seemed to regret, leaving someone behind. And I think that's what made him go back eventually. And I never saw him again after that.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. I don't. This is probably a specific thing. Did he mention anyone in the group that left the continent entirely?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Not by name, but he said
Are
people went everywhere. Some stayed in the continent, some of them even stayed in Valhalla, but just in different names. Some of them just left.
Archibald gives a look like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Never got any names though.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to. I just
And then he's gonna like
Doctor.
kind of give you a little side eye, like, why do you want to know this information?
Yeah, he's giving you the side eye, but Archibald's also giving you a side eye, so it's like both eyes, like either direction. You're getting the like, what?
But she's like, look, it's probably nothing. It's probably nothing, and because we are talking about all this stuff that my brain is trying to find stupid fucking patterns in it. So, and like she sounds really defensive. Like
Mhm.
there's like,
Gare narrows his eyes slightly, like, okay.
Archibald
Patterns.
looks kind of like just a sad, not quite pity, not quite sadness, just sort of like, oh no, sort of, oh not you too, sort of look.
uh, when we found the journal, this is the only time that it made me think of it. But as I think back, the last name of Axinia was Nahir, and Nahir is my mother's maiden last name.
Hold on, Gare needs to make a quick check.
Okay.
Fucking Gare, you're so fucking bad at things.
Don't be mean.
Okay, he got a 12.
It's
All right,
okay.
it's not that bad.
Well,
Gare like ponders for a second and says, "Yeah, kind of familiar name, vaguely."
yeah.
Can I
So
roll history even though I have no hope?
Go for it.
Nah, like 11. Nah.
You know that Nahir is some sort of family name, and family names usually only belong to people who are relatively well off, not like bandits.
Hmm.
so it's probably something I have to wait on for any potential answers when we go back to the spirit forest and deliver the remaining parts, whatever was in her bag. So I don't know if there's any connection. It's probably a coincidence, but I never saw my mother take off her gloves.
He kind of like narrows his eyes at you even more. He's like barely seeing at this point. And then
Yeah.
he just like says like, you wouldn't happen to have any weird
don't.
birthmarks, would you?
I don't. I know that I don't.
You know that you don't. Well, it might just be a coincidence. Maybe
Yeah.
she was cold or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I? I don't know what to even roll. Can I roll to see if Octavia's got any visible weird birthmark?
On the flesh that is exposed? Sure.
Yeah.
think-
Also,
I
are
think
you
we're
wearing the dancer's outfit too?
Yeah, Octavia,
So
are
is
you
that-
wearing a dancer's outfit right now?
Yeah, she is. It's like she even took out like the extra like fancy stuff, like the scarves and the. But she's wearing like basically a. If it hasn't gotten cold yet, she's wearing basically like the stripped down version of the mix of Dreadfighter and dancer costume that she's wearing. So it's like part of
She's
her
kind of
stomach
she's
is
kind of
exposed,
rocking
her
like
bare arms are exposed.
the what do they call it? Like leisure athletic wear vibes.
Yeah, athleisure. It's basically
Athleisure. She's
athleisure.
rocking the athleisure vibes, the sports bra
Yeah.
and the leggings.
Sure. Yeah. Checking her, and of course, don't forget the eyes because the eyes, can't let the eyes go
Yeah.
unlooked at in a franchise with Lucina in it.
Mm-hmm. So true. So true.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Natural 20. You do a quick
Yeah.
spin around of Octavia. You walk around her. You don't see anything. Denotes minor or major holy blood. And if it was major holy blood, it would probably be pretty fucking hard to miss.
Yeah, you seem clean. Well, not. I mean, you always, like.
Yeah,
No,
I try to
magical.
keep clean. Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
meant
I know
magical
what you.
tattoos. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Archibald.
Yeah, it's not exactly something you can just forget to notice. So, it's probably just a coincidence. Maybe last name on Arcanea means something different than the last name here. Words
What does
are
it
words
mean
are weird like
here?
that.
Sam, do I know how holy blood inheritance works? I feel like Archibald would have some
Can you
curse
make like a actual what fucking check would that be? Um,
history.
Medicine?
History,
ooh, it
maybe?
might be a medicine check.
Well, I'm thinking
Yeah,
more.
that's a medicine check.
The reason I'm asking history, right, is
Okay.
because I'm thinking Archibald's perspective would be more. Are there instances that I know of where like people thinking like minor lines, squabbling among the like rich and powerful? Are
Mhm.
there places where people are like the holy bloodline just sort of like dries up or like it
Mhm.
doesn't get passed down or what like is it
Oh,
it's
yeah,
probably
sure.
not an always thing.
History. Yeah, go ahead.
It's a bad roll, but it's like plus 8. Jesus Christ, it's bad.
Uh generally as you like have extra knowledge cuz you're like from here. You were around
And
during
also I
like
was
round
around when
1.
I was around when half these
You were
fuckers
down you
M-type
were around for
were.
like prototype phase 1. But as far as you're aware, absolutely. It's definitely possible, especially for like people with minor holy blood to just not pass it down to their kids. It's generally harder for people with major holy blood to not pass it down because you just got so much blood in you.
Stop.
Just so full of
Uh,
blood.
So much blood.
Wow.
Archibald sort of is staring at Octavia with like a look like he wants to say something, but like is listening to them reassure each other. Is just sort of looking like up and down, like uh.
What does Nahir? Do you know what Nahir means in Jugdrali, in old Jugdrali?
Who are you asking?
Gare. Or Archibald can ask like whoever,
Yeah.
if anyone
Fuck,
knows.
why would it be
You can-
Gare?
Geralt a
Fucking new.
strong 1. So
I'm
Gare's
fucking
like
old.
he like shrugs and he's like, I don't know, fire maybe?
I don't. Do I have to roll? I fucking speak it.
Does Archibald need to roll? Like, what does Nahir mean in Jugdrali?
Hold on. I'm gonna look up what it means
I know
in
what
real
it
life.
means because you told me, or like you told me and then I looked it up. But
Yeah,
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
look up what it means in real life because I'm not gonna
Oh,
make like
Christ.
fake words, fake word meanings because it means something. Actually, it means river. It is a name that means river. Fun fact: it is Turkish.
Mm.
Yeah, so Archibald would know that. Gare's like fucking, I don't know, opposite of that.
It means river. River.
Octavia's face falls a little bit like, oh. Okay. Well, River has similarities across continents, yeah?
Yeah, they got rivers over there, right?
Yeah, they totally got rivers over there.
All right, then maybe
Do
this
you-
is a common thing.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you what I'm thinking right now, or would you prefer to not? Directed at Octavia, Garrett, whatever.
Gare, go die.
Stop.
I didn't say that.
No, Gare could stay. Gare could stay. He wants to.
We're all so mean.
No, I'm.
But, Octavia, like, looks between the two of them and then settles back on Archibald, and it's clear that she's a little bit So she's very apprehensive, but she also like thinks about it, and she's like, "What's your theory?"
It's not a theory so much as just talking about on the whole holy blood thing. The fact that you don't show any sign of having holy blood, or don't have it, more accurately, does holy blood kind of doesn't, well, like any family traits that get passed down over a long enough time get like diluted, or like they don't always get passed generation to generation. Sometimes they die out, or like just sort of don't. And there's definitely a lot of cases, especially on like the fringe, with like, you know, distant, like is a big thing with like minor noble families, who had like very minor amount of like holy blood, and there's sometimes kids can just be born without it. Like it's not an always sort of thing. Um
Oh.
Gare,
so
at this
it's
point, Gare is kind of making a face like, God, I wish that was me.
Oh, buddy,
Yeah.
there's absolutely no way. With all that holy blood stacked in you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Once it's in, it's very hard to get out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you have secret holy blood. I think we, as far as I'm aware, you'd be covered in tattoos right now if you had holy.
I mean,
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying more
no.
the fact that
Yeah.
you don't. I'm just saying because you were talking. If I'm being entirely honest, like you didn't want it to be the case based on the idea that you know you didn't have the holy blood mark, but uh, you know, can happen. So, um,
Uh-huh.
are you two
It looks
okay?
like. Wait, what did you say?
Are you two both okay? He says, looking back and forth between the two of them.
Oh no, the blue-haired the blue-haired people have trauma.
Of course you have blue hair and trauma.
It's
Oh my
Fire
God.
Emblem.
Oh, you got all you need now is fucking pronoun. Whole fucking meme going. Happy Pride Month.
Pride
Happy
Month.
Pride Month.
How many times have we said that in Pride Month sessions? And like literally every session.
This
at
is
least
the last.
It's the last one we
session
gotta
of
get
Pride
in.
The last
Month.
one, we gotta get the
it
last
all
one
out.
in. Gare kind of looks at Octavia as Archibald asks, like, "Are you okay?" And then he like looks at Octavia and he kind of offers her like a little bit of a smile, and he's like, "Well, if on the off chance we are related, it'd be an honor to have you as a cousin, I guess."
Octavia looks at him and in an odd way, like she starts to tear up.
Gare immediately like goes into panic mode, like, "Oh fuck."
No, it's like no. Here, can I hug you?
I guess I'm still dirty.
That's fine. And then she hugs him.
He's very warm. He gives good hugs. He's big muscly.
Yeah.
He hugs you back. He's still a little bit confused, but like, haha, family? Question mark.
Archibald standing off to the side and watching them hug, just like, this good. Right? Good.
This
Boy.
good.
I did a good.
This is good. This
Chebby,
ended well.
Chebby
They're
in the
not-
corner in the chair like fucking Dr. Phil. Like, we did it, Reddit.
We did it, Patrick.
We saved the city. Uh, um, yeah, it's a good high. And Octavia's like, if on the off chance we're related, I'm glad you're my cousin too, Gare.
Yeah, just don't ask me to teach you any fire magic. Don't know a
Oh no.
damn thing about
No,
tomes.
no. That's okay. Edwin said he'd teach me some arcane because, well, I don't know. I'll see what happens. I don't know. This is a weird thing for me as well. My brother was magic. I keep saying that, and I just kept thinking it. My brother was the one gifted in magic. That was the reason he went to Cadane.
Oh, is he like a super fire guy or something like that?
Well, Davia looks a bit pained about this. Like, he had an affinity for fire magic.
Well, I guess that doesn't really mean anything, right?
Yeah.
Lots of people have that.
Yeah, exactly. And
Archibald
then
just
Octavia
sort of,
like feels like a little bit depressed, like, and it didn't help him in the end.
Garrett also kind of looks like, ooh, maybe
Alright.
I should not have continued talking about the brother. Bad turn,
No, that's
Garrett.
okay. That's okay, Gare. Don't worry, it's not your fault. This is just Octavia, given a chance, is accidentally trauma dumping.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Garrett just kind of pats Octavia on the shoulder, like, and then he's like, I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this eventually. And if we don't, well, it doesn't really matter, you know, where you're from. This kind of thing doesn't matter at all. So, I wouldn't stress about it.
Okay. Yeah. Main focus is making sure that we all stay alive.
Gare like nods at that, like, yes, correct. This is a great opportunity to have a 5-minute break because I have to spell.
Yep.
oh my god,
So,
Let's go. Go to the bathroom.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I am back. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hi
Hi.
there.
Everybody here?
Me.
Let me just take a sip of my water.
I'm just jamming to Octavia's playlist.
Oh, 1 second. I got
Nice.
messages to check.
Oh.
Oh, Dwyer. I see.
Oh.
I see
What
you.
did
Oh
you
boy.
do?
Don't worry about it.
Nothing
Anywho,
that concerns you as of right now.
don't worry about
As
it.
of right now.
As of right now.
All right. So after that touching moment, Gare be like, "You are my cousin." Boogie woogie woogie. Grabs
You
you.
are my cousin.
Doesn't matter whether or not you're actually his cousin. Come closer.
We have decided we're cousins.
We're cousins now. The sun is starting to go down. Everything's starting to wind down. It seems like good time to go to bed. You had a long day. You had a long day. Um, who wants
Fuck,
to
we never
take
investigated the bodies.
who wants to take the first and second watch?
I
Oh.
will take second.
Who wants to take first?
Edwin can volunteer to take the first one.
Yeah, Octavia usually volunteers, but she's like, I am very tired.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Octavia,
Edwin like
hashtag
looks
go
at how
for it.
everyone.
I
Yeah.
will say, do we have time before bed for her and Edwin to do training, or it's
Oh yeah,
really...
sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
If Edwin wants to.
Sure.
Do you want to, Edwin?
Yeah.
I guess
What do you
the-
want to train?
You both
I
have
was
to train the same thing.
we both have to train the same thing. So, how good is your resistance right now?
I think it's okay. It's one of my higher stats. It is.
Okay, it is not
12.
That's really good because Octavia has a 6 in resistance,
Yeah.
but she also has Dreadfire, so she already takes -7 damage from magical attacks. So we can do
Yeah.
something. Do you want to do strength or defense? I will say defense is harder because her defense is also low.
Yeah, we could do magic if you wanted.
Okay, so maybe they do arcane, and then next time Edwin gets buff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Next time when everyone's less stressed out, we can deal with Edwin get stronger challenge.
Edwin rolls up to the final boss with a 6-pack.
Yes.
Hits people with
Yes,
this.
that's the goal. That's the goal now. Edwin is shredded.
I heard Edwin is ripped. Edwin is shredded.
Terrifying.
Anyways,
What do we do?
You guys can roll. Who's training who?
Edwin.
Edwin, if
yeah,
you're
Edwin
doing the
is-
training, you're
yeah.
gonna roll a d20.
Alright. Okay. Is it
For
am I
magic,
using
you're gonna roll magic.
Okay.
Make a magic roll, basically.
It's not a specific magic,
No,
is it?
just flat magic plus your modifier.
Okay, it's a 9.
A 9. Is that plus your modifier?
Yes.
You do not pick up any new automatic epiphanies in regards to magic. You don't get a +1 to anything. But maybe you learn a few words. You know what fire is in arcane. You know what fire go there is, maybe, but you can't actually cast the spell yet.
Yeah.
You're on your way.
She's happy.
We're
Yeah, she's
working on
happy
it.
that she's learning some. Yeah, she's learning something. Thanks, Edwin.
No problem.
Well, next time we make camp, we're gonna start your training. And Octavia looks so excited about that. Like, yeah.
Edwin is very appreciative. He's
Uh.
trying to be chill about it, but he's also like, I would like to stop like dying.
Yeah. Octavia would also like him to stop dying. So
Yeah.
so she's like,
We have
yes, this
common
is a
goal here.
win-win.
Yes.
Alright, hold on. I have to change something on this support sheet real quick that I forgot to do earlier.
Oh.
Obviously, things are changing. So much has happened.
Amalthea pushed Edwin into a river.
Yeah.
True. That was the thing that needed to be done.
She's check that off her list. Anyways. Alright, are you guys headed to bed for the night?
I think so.
Alright, hold on.
Edwin's taking first watch.
First watch, and then
Yeah.
Valente's taking second watch. First watch passes by, completely uneventful. Let's see how second watch goes. 1 second. Okay, can I get... 1 second. Oh, fuck. Can I get sluck rolls from everyone who's not awake? So, Valente, you are
Okay.
exempt.
Wow, I'm having Val take second watch because old people wake up early, and she's like, no nightmares ever again.
Maybe you can switch it up if you want her to have a nightmare or be in the running for a nightmare.
Just one time, Sam's going to have like the first watch be the nightmare one, and just like Freddy Krueger's gonna be in that one. Shit.
Five Nights at
Well,
Freddy's will be at the fridge.
I just needed to be clear that, like, I'm not doing this intentionally.
If you would
This
like to
keeps
fall
happening.
asleep on watch, you can
No,
do that.
Val's responsible.
And Val's responsible. Okay.
Uh,
It's been a long day. I would forgive Valente for falling asleep on watch. All right, Octavia, what'd you get?
natural one.
Okay.
my God.
Who's next?
I got 8, so.
All right, and an Archibald.
Hi, I have an 18.
Archibald, we gotta stop doing this. Have worse luck, please. All right, Octavia, you're first.
Oh, yeah,
It's
no,
an
I didn't.
Octavia's wild ride day, I guess.
Welcome to Octavia's Wild Ride. Octavia, you fall asleep, only to wake up to the sound of thundering feet and yelling. You open your eyes and you appear to be in a tent.
I get out of the tent and see what's going on.
You stumble out of the tent to see that there are lots of people running every which way. They seem to be panicked. A lot of them are holding weapons as like fire rains down from the heavens.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
God.
Because Octavia draws her sword and is now trying to find cover.
You don't have your sword.
Sorry, what?
You don't have your sword or your armor.
Oh.
All you have is your body and your clothes.
Oh, fuck. Was there anything? There wasn't anything in the tent?
If you are to poke your head back in the tent, you can see that it is devoid of weaponry. You were sleeping on what appears to be a small bundle of furs on the floor.
Shit. And Octavia just runs out because it's fire from the sky. That's not a good thing, and she's trying to look now for cover until she can find a weapon to use.
As you're running for cover, someone grabs onto your arm and they say, "Octavia,
What?
where are you going? Come with me." And then they run off. And as you're being dragged along, you can see you're being dragged by like a large burly man wearing like kind of tattered clothing.
My weapon. Where's my weapon?
Weapon? You've no need for a weapon yet. As he continues to drag you along, only for a fireball to kind of blast the ground ahead of you. The man drops you with a yelp, and then turns on his heel and runs, leaving you there.
Fuck. Where am I? What does this look like besides fire raining down?
There are people still running around you. Some of them, like, do a double take and look over their shoulder, like, at you. Some of them seem to consider, like, running towards you and helping you, maybe. But then they just get either, like, attacked or they just get spooked. everyone seems to just kind of be like avoiding your little area. And then you feel a hand on your wrist again. This one is a little bit gentler.
I look up.
There's another large burly man, but this guy's a different dude. He's younger than the other one. He's got hair. That's a big difference. He's got bright red hair. And he just kind of he looks at you and he kind of smiles a bit and he's like, "Hey, this is a weird place for you to be, don't you think?"
Who are you?
Uh, uh just a concerned citizen, let's say. Why don't we get out of here? This is a troublesome spot.
Can Octavia break free of the hold?
You can try. Make a strength check.
That's a plus my modifier.
Yeah.
That's a 14.
He got a 16, so he remains holding your arm. He's like, whoa, 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 hey, listen, this is not a place for kids. We gotta run.
What's your name?
Oh shit, hold on, I forgot. Fantasy
My
names
brother
be
Christ, you made the fucking character.
I know. He says my name is Mervin. I'm just, you don't have to worry about me. I'm just a lowly thief, but you know, I can't leave a kid in the middle of something like this. So why don't you come with me?
Okay.
And then he begins to lead you away from the firefight. And as the footsteps and the yelling starts to get quieter, it also starts to get lesser. Clearly, one side is beating the other, but you can't tell who belongs to who. So you're not quite sure who's winning this battle and whether you're on the winning side. Mervin leads you away, and the dream eventually just kind of like falls apart. And then you wake up in your tent, and it's nighttime.
Huh.
You going to do anything about that? You just turning over, going back to sleep?
I'd say she probably gets out of her tent and kind of. But is there gonna be another dream? We can wait to see her reaction.
There is going to be another dream. Just give me a
And
second to mark down that this happened.
I will say that we can do like she wakes up and she goes out of the tent, but let's wait until the other dream finishes before anything else.
Okay. Turns my wrathful gaze towards Edwin. Hi.
Yeah, that's
Edwin, you also wake up from the dream to see that you are kind of just sitting on like a couch.
like a nice couch.
It's a couch, average.
Okay, I was wondering if it was like some noble person's couch.
No,
kind of
definitely not like a noble person's couch. You
thing. Where is the couch?
you are in some sort of like living room, average size room, definitely not like this isn't a palace or anything. This is someone's like house.
Yeah.
But yeah, the nothing around that's like, "Oh, I know exactly what that is." Just kind of like someone lives here. Someone of average wealth probably.
Um, I would like to get up off the couch.
Get up off the couch.
Is there anyone else around? Yeah.
As you get up off the couch, you can smell that someone is cooking something.
Definitely gonna go see where that's coming from.
As you get up off the couch, hold on. 1 second. I don't even know what fucking check that would be. There should be like a memory stat.
Maybe that's something to update.
How about like short-term history? Does that count? Is that like
Yes.
memory history? Can you make, I guess, a history check?
There's an argument to be made for nature or bestiary.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Just make a perception check. Let's keep this simple.
Sure. Man, history, I'm so much better.
Sorry. Let's proceed.
I know. I was advocating for you, bestie.
If this was like a
Okay.
noble house, I would let you do history, because like there's history there. This is
Yeah.
literally just some house.
It's okay. My wisdom modifier went from a -2 to a -1 with that level up. So we're doing alright.
Yaskin! Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
It's an 11.
11? This
Yeah.
house is kind of vaguely familiar to you. You're not entirely sure from where, but it feels like you've definitely been here before or somewhere similar to here.
Huh. Um.
There is a short
Alright.
hallway leading to a kitchen area. There is a woman. She's kind of like prodding at something by the stove. It's in a big pot. She looks at you. She just kind of like waves a
Um.
little bit.
What does she look like?
Well, she's got blue hair. Um,
Alright.
uh, uh, she's wearing black. She's wearing a black shirt and she's wearing red
Yeah.
pants.
Alright.
Who
Does
can
she
say who
does she
this
look
is?
like anyone I know?
Perhaps vaguely familiar.
Alright. Um. I want to go see what she's cooking.
As you wander up to the stove, it looks like she's making some sort of sludge-based food in this pot. There's like chunks of meat floating in it. And she pokes one of them with the spoon and she says, "It'll stop being gray in a couple minutes, probably."
Okay. Um. Does it smell good at all?
It smells like cooking meat.
Um. Okay. Well, it can't be that bad then, right? Um.
The woman seeming to pick up on your like hesitation towards the whatever foul brew she is making. She just kind of like gives you like a half apologetic smile and she says, "Why don't you go find your sister and we'll sit down in a couple minutes."
Okay. Um. Where is she?
Well, I assume in her room. It'd be nice if she ever came out.
Edwin is like he's like, I would be embarrassed to say that I don't know where that is, so I'm gonna go search the entire house.
Well, luckily you remember because it was but a few moments ago that you quote unquote woke up.
Yeah.
The living room situation is adjacent to a staircase that goes upwards, so you can assume she probably lives upstairs.
Okay. Time to go upstairs and find my sister.
As you go upstairs, most of the doors upstairs are closed. You can see that there's like a bathroom up here. There seems to be 3 bedrooms. One of them, the door is firmly locked and closed. The second one is
Real
just
real
closed.
quick, does this seem like Lothaire's house?
It does feel familiar, as if it is Lothaire's house. However, you notice that everything is flipped. So where there
Ah,
would be a doorknob on one side on Lothaire's house, the doorknob is on the other side in this house. And the staircase is on the other
whoever.
side of the living room, so on and so forth.
Okay. Um, can I knock on the firmly locked door?
You knock on the friendly locked door. Nobody answers.
Okay, so probably the normal shut door. Um, I will knock on that door instead.
Uh, Nobody answers, but there's clearly someone inside because you hear like a grumbling sound.
Um, Edwin opens the door.
You hear like an angry yelp and you hear, "Edwin, get out of my room!" And then someone throws something at you, and then you wake up as it smacks you in the face.
Yeah, fair enough.
You are now awake.
Yeah. I think Edwin would usually just go back to sleep unless he notices that like Octavia is also awake.
I'm guessing he probably hears like her leave the tent if their tents are close by. So
Yeah. Yeah, he'll get up and see what she's doing then.
Octavia doesn't look. She doesn't look disturbed or conflicted. She just looks a little bit confused and thoughtful.
Yeah. Edwin, does she know? Does she even notice Edwin is there?
I would say, does Valente notice that they got out of their tents?
Let's roll for perception, shall we?
I
Something
forgot
Val is
Valente was on
definitely
watch.
great at. Like, I feel like yes, but also, like, he's not really looking to see what happens in the tents.
The tents are,
Yeah.
like, literally right next to you. It would be horrifying if Valente, the
Yeah.
guard for the camp, did not notice someone exiting the tent.
Okay, then.
Well,
yeah,
like, he's paying attention to the other shit, but he got a 13, so yeah, he absolutely does.
Right.
It works out anyway. So maybe they go out like pretty much the same time, and Octavia turns to Edwin and is like, "Dream,
Yeah. You too.
yeah." Then she turns to Lente like, "Mind if we sit up with you?"
Like, you wish.
Thank you. And I'm guessing like she motions for Edwin to follow her as they shuffle and get to one of the spare like seats or stumps that they chose or rocks.
Yeah.
Bad dream or just weird?
Just it was just a dream, but I mean, it feels weird to keep telling everyone when we have weird dreams if it seems like a lot of them are other people's business. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, when I got that last weird dream, I checked in with Gare before I said anything, so it seems there. As long as it's not something that you feel like is really important to go, I just feel a little bit confused.
Yeah, I can't say any of the dreams I've had lately are things that would help anyone with anything, so it seemed probably better to just not tell everyone about everyone else's business.
Uh-huh. So Octavia does take a moment and wait, let me check the chat or something. Maybe she doesn't. Oh, poor Archibald. Yeah, it's okay. No, you did talk. You did talk. That was good. You gave some concrete discussion during that point. Octavia's like, I won't say anymore. But does the name Mervyn ring a bell to either of you?
Well, Sam, does it?
Nope,
Yeah. Edwin
Hey,
just
Edwin.
shakes his head.
Oh,
it does not.
okay. Then not relevant. Until maybe it magically becomes relevant. Who knows? Based on everything going on.
Y'all
Yeah.
just vibing.
Yeah.
Val kind
We're
of
all
like
just sitting
stares.
here.
Val's like kind of like sitting there, and then he goes like, you know, isn't it a little strange that we're mostly having dreams about the Jugdrali members of our party?
Maybe more things happen to them.
Val then he like snorts and then immediately covers his face because that was kind of rude.
Somewhere in the camp, not still deep asleep, Archibald starts smiling for no particular reason.
And Val's like, no. Just, I mean, statistically even, Archibald's had the most things happen to him than Garrett than
Yeah.
me. And he starts listing everyone in age order.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
basically, depending on how old you are.
yeah.
Eh.
And then Val like pauses and he kind of like he's like looking and he's like, if you ever have a never mind. And he looks down.
Octavia doesn't ask her to elaborate, but does like do like a side lean and gives a little side hug.
Val leans into it a little bit and goes, just I used to live in it wasn't very big. Mordana's family disowned her for marrying me, and I was an orphan. So we didn't have much. We had basically anything the army would give us. But if you find a house big enough to support 3 people with feathers fucking everywhere. Sorry, Remy, he shedded so bad. And Val like rubs his nose a little bit and then he goes, and maybe a few scorch marks. Seriously, we don't know how Isaiah managed to figure out magic. He was 6. But I don't know, just you don't need my permission to share anything about my life, I guess.
Okay, but now we know if we see it. Thank you for trusting us with that.
I'm not a very I answer questions when asked.
Octavia raises an eyebrow slightly, like
That's when he pauses. That's why he's like, that's not the right word to use. And then he goes, I don't keep secrets when asked. You know, I've been pretty straightforward about what happened to me and my life. So it's nothing I wouldn't share if someone asked me. And if you're sharing the dream anyway, if we're sharing dreams anyway, it's essentially someone asked. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edwin, any fun dreams? No, actually, no, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to share any potential nightmares that go. I guess I'll just give a blanket statement that if it happens, well, depending on what it is, I don't. It's fine. It's fine. Octavia's like awkwardly trying to be like, she can't quite say, yeah, it's fine to share. She's like, no, no.
It's
where
all right. It's all right to hold a boundary, Octavia.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know whose memories these are half the time, so
Val grunts an affirmation.
I still feel like at some point or another, well, maybe it's just the luck of the draw that I've been having, but I almost feel like this is going to be a hint of something to come somehow.
Tharluck, absolutely.
And she just looks so tired. Yeah.
But I guess that's what happens when you come onto a continent ready to steal one of their most valuable holy items.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who would have thought they'd be so attached to it?
Not us.
Val shrugs, because like I said, he's not religious at all. He doesn't get it. He's like, I don't know, it's a fucking book.
Octavia's like, how it was also everything was described to me. It was like I was not expecting this, but here we go. We're in it. Especially with the recent events, like I wasn't expecting this at all.
Nope.
All right, are you
You're
guys hanging out by the fire the rest of the night, or are you guys
Yeah.
going back to bed?
I'd say hang
Um,
out for a little bit, but if Octavia gets sleepy again, she'll bow out and go back to her tent.
Val does say, I do recommend you guys sleep again. I'm used to, I mean, Octavia's used to doing the watches, and so am I, but Edwin,
yeah.
we're gonna be doing a lot of
Edwin-
work.
A lot
and
of walking, and you took first watch. You should go back to sleep.
Yeah, he's fine with that. He's not arguing.
I guess then Octavia says, "Good luck in next watch. Call us if you need anything," and also heads back to bed.
Edwin, as you climb back into bed, you notice that you are itchier than you've ever been in your entire life. For just a brief moment.
both of them?
Wait,
No,
both
Edwin.
of us?
Edwin.
Oh.
Oh.
Interesting.
But then, the night passes, and it's time to travel once again.
Yahoo.
Do y'all want to keep going for a little bit, or you want to stop it here?
I'm fine,
fine
to
to keep
keep
going.
going.
Okay,
Yeah.
I only have like a couple more things. I just want to like tee up the next little section.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One little event and then a description of an area.
Ugh.
All right, can I get a traversal check from the Gucci gang as you guys head down towards where Thracia, the Thracian Peninsula meets the continent?
Yes, because let's say I'll have Octavia do it because she has a +6 traversal right now.
Ooh.
So that makes who wants to be the buddy?
I can do it.
Okay. Now I'm just like, please roll out.
Edwin's just gonna fucking explode one day.
No.
He keeps
I know.
put in situations.
Your
I
boys
don't
in
want to-
situations.
Oh, thank God. That's a 24.
24. Edwin, you actually wake up and you're not itchy at all. You feel great. In fact, you feel super duper great. You're gonna have
Awesome.
+5 to speed during your next fight.
Yes.
Damn,
Man,
that's
you
a
feel
lot.
fucking
That's a
awesome.
lot of speed. That's a lot
Yeah.
of speed.
So you
Like
can add that
he
to your
now
bonuses.
has his speed is like, or is it bonuses or buffs? I guess
Bonuses.
Okay.
What is it now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
His speed is now 22.
He's faster than Val. Let's go.
Let's go.
Go,
Double
go,
those
go.
fools.
As you're traveling, and Edwin's, you know, good vibes only. You happen to
Yeah.
pass along a traveling merchant on the road. He trundles on up to you. He notices you seem to be a little mercenary band. And he stops, and he just kind of like offers to show you his wares, kind of.
Hell yeah, baby.
Would you
Yeah,
like to know what he
Octavia-
has?
We got shit to sell.
Yeah, we got shit to sell. We got money to spend.
Throws
Okay.
the bullion directly at his face. He
Uh,
dies instantly.
He is happy to take the bullion from you because that's a gold block. The amount of money he can make off that in like the northern countries, insane. They don't got gold blocks up there. They're gonna love this shit. But you can add 5,000 to your inventory. Whoever just threw the gold block at him.
Me, because I thought it was funny. I thought it was a fun bit.
All right, 5,000 to Valente. I hope you intend on sharing.
Of
Otherwise,
course.
Garrett's gonna
could we,
kick your ass.
No, oh my god.
Could we
absolutely
possibly
sharing.
Whoop, what's
could
up?
we possibly like store money in the convoy?
Um,
Like a joint money pool? Or,
yeah, you
like,
can.
that
You
is
can.
not a
It'll
function?
take up a convoy slot, but yeah, you can.
Okay.
Okay, what's this guy got?
All right. He has restore the staff. He's got a hunter's bow. He's got
Staff.
S-talk. He's got ignite sword. He's got an amusing novella, and he's got hail. Let me know if there's any of those that seem interesting to you.
What is
Restore staff?
Restore staff, yes.
I'm using Novella is a one-handed red tome, 1d10 dark damage on critical hits. Deal for
That's a
additional
lot.
damage, +5 to charisma checks.
As Val opens the amusing tome, it is revealed that this is in fact a DIY saucy novel combined with a spell tome.
Octavia leans over to go look. Ooh.
I was just reading it for the party. Val has no interest in magic, but I guess he does in weird fiction now.
Yeah.
He like looks at it and he's like, "Why?" And he's not really talking to anyone. He's just saying
It is
as, like,
unclear whether the merchant made this himself or bought it off someone else.
yeah, it's not. He's not like
The drawings are
asking-
very well done, though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh,
It's again.
It's
It's
not
not.
pretty nice.
let's say
Val
how it's
isn't
open,
asking
and
the
both
merchant.
Octavia, Edwin, and Archibald are just looking.
Val
Where
is
is-
more asking God, like the God,
Naga
the
in
gods
heaven?
themselves.
Naga
yeah,
above.
Naga above.
What?
Hey, what the fuck?
I mean, Naga's
You
not
know?
known for her ability to wear clothes in the middle of her chest, so.
Yeah.
True.
This is why I use the term Naga's tits.
They're out there.
They
I
really
want to
are. They
believe.
really are.
sorry. What
Okay.
was everything again? We got the
Restore,
novella.
Hunter's
Okay,
bow,
restore.
S-talk, ignite sword, amusing novella, and hail.
Okay, S-Stock is it's one-handed red sword, 1d4 physical, attack twice regardless of speed, negate any defense buffs on target when rolling to hit. It is supposedly 200 gold, which is pretty good for something that
Supposedly.
hits twice.
I
Supposedly.
think Octavia looks at the ignite sword and looks to the merchant. May I hold it for a second?
Oh, of course. And he hands it to you. It is a big, heavy, sort of golden sword, decorated with like flames. And when you hold it, when he holds it, actually, it ignites in his hand. The blade part has fire coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he hands it to you. He's like, "Be careful."
I will say, is there any affinity for this sword?
Well, what's its type? What's its damage type?
Physical fire is what it says.
Then it would
Yeah.
be both swords and fire affinity would benefit from this sword.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Go crazy, go stupid.
Octavia's like, I kind of want this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You should get it then.
I have a fair amount of swords. Does anyone want to trade with me?
Well, we can always put them in the convoy.
Mm-hmm.
Or
True.
sell them if you don't use any anymore.
No, well, she looks at Dragonbane and is like, I want to use this one.
Hey Sam, how do you
up?
spell S-talk?
Yeah.
ESTOC.
That would explain it. That would explain it. I'm thinking S-talk is in like S-milk.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I already forgot what the hunter's something. What was
Hunter's
it?
bow.
Oh.
It does, I think, 1d6 physical damage, does an extra 3d6 to cavalry
Okay,
and monster allies.
I see.
Allies.
Well, that's an upgrade from Monster Bane a bit.
S-talk is a one-handed red sword, 1d4 physical, attack twice, regardless of speed, negate any defense buffs on target when rolling to hit.
What was the last thing?
Hail.
Hail.
Hail! That was
Hail is I have it right here. It's a 1d8 ice. Target must make a skill saving throw higher than the user's in order to not be frozen in place.
All right.
Which
I don't think
I
any
will
of
tell you
us.
right now, that's not for Edwin because he has no skill.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can get skill. Eventually.
She
He
says
can't, but
I
his
Let's
can.
growth
get
is pretty
down to
pathetic.
business.
Let's get down to this.
Stop.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
Gottfried might get some use out of it because he has pretty good skill.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
does.
If we buy it, it's 400, but we are also loaded.
Yeah, so it's kind
Yeah.
of like I don't see any problem buying it if
Yeah.
I mean okay, how much is the restore staff?
I didn't check that.
Restore staff
Do you
is.
think even though
Restore
Edwin
staff
does
is 300.
I feel like we should get the restore staff.
It's only for status effects, but
Yeah.
I don't remember how. But that being said, status effects do matter. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, we got petrified that one time.
Yeah.
Hey Sam,
Hey, what's up?
does it cure you of afflicted?
No, it fucking does not. Look at Afflicted's description.
I know. I'm
Tried.
kidding. I'm kidding.
if only.
It was
You
a
use
bit.
it on an afflicted person, they automatically go to afflicted 20.
No.
Get fucked.
So long as they don't have other status effects, ideally.
It clears everything but affliction.
Yeah, that's fair. I
Cool.
can. That's acceptable.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so for purchases.
Hold on, let me make sure I said Hunter's Bow correctly, because I did it off
yeah.
the top of my head. Yeah, I was right. Additional 3d6 against cavalry and monsters. 300.
This sounds
Two-handed
pretty
green bow.
good. Yeah. But, like,
Um,
all of this sounds good, except for amusing novella sounds fun, but I don't know necessarily if we need it.
mhm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Val's
and
over
then,
here like, I'm not interested in any of these things. You guys have fun with
I
the
think-
5,000 gold.
I think Hunter's Bow is also nice, but if we were to not pick one, we do have effective things against that stuff already.
True. It's just it won't do as much plus 3d6.
That's true. Did we ever sort out the stuff we found in the desert too that wasn't the night wards?
Did it? We should have done that.
I mean, you
Oh,
do that
well.
now. The merchant's
what do
like
you mean?
standing there, like, I'll stand here for as long as you want. Let's do business. You just handed me a
Okay,
gold block.
let's get Octavia the Ignite Sword.
Yay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Subtract from the money, please.
How much is Ignite Sword again?
Good question.
400.
300? Okay.
No, 400.
400.
Gold.
Oh.
Yeah. It's hefty.
A luxury.
It is hefty.
It's of automatic fire sword.
Yeah.
Alright, and then hold on, I'm opening the convoy. Alright. Can I give Ice Shelf to Edwin?
Sure, let me look at it real fast. Just to like see if it would make sense for
Or wait, is it? Yeah, I
don't
forget if
think-
it's
I
wind
don't-
or ice. I think it's ice.
it's ice. I mean, it's called
Yeah,
Ice
but
Shelf.
it is.
It
But
is effective against flyers.
Yeah, it is better Elwind. Aside from the bonus I would get from Elwind being wind,
Mm-hmm.
and then potentially I could give Elwind to someone else like Godfried, who can shoot it out of a cannon at flyers.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I think he only has Arclight right now.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Are we? Wow, we're Godfrey's just like.
Yeah, he's not been getting anything, but we want to give him stuff.
Yeah. Can I? How about I give him?
Also, he still has a night ward in his inventory.
Okay, that should be gone.
And the
Yeah.
Dead Zone scroll.
What is that?
Oh.
It's in there.
All right, let me remove Night Ward. He was my responsibility last time. I think he found it on the ground. Fruit knife. He technically still has, but we could just give it back to Val. I believe it usually holds it.
Mm-hmm.
I will remove fruit knife from his inventory then.
Val's fruit knife.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
because Val gets hit a lot.
Yeah, he needs it.
All right. I will give him Elwind. Can I physically hand Godfried Elwind?
He takes it from you and kind of looks at it and then mutters something about not really knowing how to use wind tomes, but he takes it.
All right.
He does have negative modifiers on anima. Well, he has negative modifiers on basically all magics. So
What?
as long as he puts it in a cannon, it's fine.
What the
Honestly,
fuck?
Edwin is like, oh, I could show you how to use it, and then like looks at Godfried and remembers who he's talking to, and is like, if you wanna.
He just kind of like holds the book awkwardly for a second before going, I guess.
Do we want someone to
Okay.
equip Dead Zone, or do we want to sell it?
What is Dead Zone again?
As a bonus action,
Uh,
prevent the use of healing magic up to 20 feet around the user until the end of the next phase cycle. 2 uses.
Sorry, I'll be back in a second.
Yeehaw.
That sounded like a cat doing
Yeah.
something.
Meow meow.
I don't. Who would even use Dead Zone? I don't know.
it seems like the kind of thing where like the only situation I could imagine using it is like we run into like a boss who keeps healing themselves or something, and in that case, we might as well just beat the crap out of them anyway. It's such a situational thing, I feel like.
Yeah, it's very situational. Perhaps worth hanging on to for a bit in case, but like because
Yeah,
it's
okay.
such a
I
it's
do
such
be
a
putting you
specific
guys in situations.
Yeah.
it's such a
This is
specific use
true.
case for an ability. Like it sucks unless we're against a boss that like a healing based beast or something, and in that case, like
Hmm.
fuck.
It's useful.
Should we put it in the
So
convoy then, or what?
Yeah, let's keep it in the We can keep it in the convoy now. We still have some space.
Okay.
I do think we can sell vortex scroll and ceramic mask.
Yeah. I totally agree. I will, how about, I don't think Val should hold all the gold. I don't know why, but that stresses me out.
It's okay. Okay.
understandable.
Understandable.
So, you, someone
Octavia
take
will
200
sell.
gold, and then I'll just replace it with Death Zone Scroll, which is the same cost, and remove it from Godfrey's inventory.
Okay,
Right.
then I took vortex scroll, I sold it, taking it out, and I put the 200 gold in Octavia's stuff.
And then Ceramic Mask is 300.
I think it was Godfrey that picked that one up.
Oopsie.
It's in the convoy.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
there
it's
we
in the
go.
convoy.
There we go.
What's the money from that one? Gare has 136 gold. Do we want to split it and give Gare some money, or
Sure, why not?
or who needs
He
money
found it.
first? Sorry, what?
He found the gold block.
Did find
Yeah.
the gold block, so
Let's give him the 300.
He has a look on his face like
Yeah.
he's kind of expecting some kickback from this.
yeah. Yes.
There you go, 436 now, buddy.
Gare is satisfied.
We sold that.
We should be using that silver mace. That thing fucking slaps.
Yeah, that
Let me
thing
look at it.
fucking
Hold
sucks.
on. What
It's-
kind of weapon is it?
Green. Hit, do damage, 1 to 2 tiles.
Yeah, it's a one-handed green axe.
Okay, that's why Val doesn't have it then.
It's effective against unholy, 10 to 20 foot range.
2d8 damage.
Yeah, 2d8 physical.
That is pretty impressive.
Yeah, 2 range, 2d8. Yeah, no, like. We'll figure out how to get someone to use that. Maybe Gare or me or something.
Yeah. Well, Gare has Woodsman's Axe right now, which is effective against machines, and it's 1d12 physical. So.
Which it might be better to have the unholy thing than in the desert here, because there's going to be less.
Okay, let's keep it in the convoy for now, and if we next time we go into battle, maybe whoever gets Gare can switch them. So we'll keep the silver mace.
Do you want to keep the life ring?
Do we need it?
I don't really think so.
It's more like I'm debating on if we want to keep it if and when Lothair gets into our group under leveled.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's not racking up levels right now that I know of, unless Sam
Lothair,
is magically...
hard cut to Lothair at home on, like, the dumbbells.
Yes!
Doing, like, jazzercise in her living room.
Go,
She
Lothair,
would.
go!
Yeah, no, she would. That's the best part.
Yes, she would. I love her.
We can save things. Like, we have a good amount of stuff in here, but, like, we can still save some of it for sure. Oh, I took Ice Shelf. Let me get rid of that.
Okay, and we did find Mage's Folly. Probably want to keep that because, we are definitely going to be facing some mages in the future.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I just...
Me too.
Okay.
I guess Val has Devon Seer, so it's fine.
What else do you think Val has Fiend Cleaver?
Yeah, those are his two better weapons. He's really only keeping Practice Katana in his inventory because it gives him +5 to speed.
Yeah.
That's why Val is so fast.
That's why Val is so fast.
He does also have an 80% speed growth.
He does.
Yeah.
He's super fast, and also he has Katana. She's a speedy.
So.
Alright. Is that all the convoy cleaning we want to do then? If we've decided that these are all useful to us?
Are we keeping... Do we want to keep Strong Arm Strike and Hunter's Boon?
I don't even remember what those are. I gotta go look.
Sorry.
Okay, Hunter's Boon as a... Oh, you got it.
You go look for Strong Arm Strike.
Okay.
As a bonus action, if enemy has less than half of their maximum health, lower critical ceiling by 2. Can only be used on beast, animal, and dragon units.
So it's good for when we're hunting white beasts. But that's pretty much it.
We don't really try and get them down to half HP anyway.
Oh, isn't Hunter's Boon like... Is it down opponents' half HP or our...
Yes, if an enemy has less than half their maximum health.
Okay, yeah. We usually just, like, hit them and quit them.
Oh god, is that what we're going with?
Sorry.
My.
Also, by the way...
Oh my.
Has Godfrey made more Panacea?
He didn't yesterday. I think he forgot.
To do that. Okay,
He was tired. He went to bed.
Yeah, that's fair. That's really fair.
We were busy throwing people in bodies of water. We don't get to criticize.
Yeah, don't get to criticize at all. He deserves
Hey, Doctor
rest.
Boy, go make the medicine while we go play in the pool.
Strong Arm Strike is on attacks of opportunity. Skill mod is equal to strength mod. And you need strength of 10 to wield it.
Okay.
Oh.
I would be fine ditching this one. It's 300 gold.
This is...
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I don't need that. That sucks. for me. It doesn't suck for. That's a very strong skill. It feels like.
Godfrey is so
Or-
close to being at 10 strength. He is so close.
Yes,
It
King,
honest-
get that neutral modifier.
Right? Yeah.
Um,
No. Because anyone who's. Do we have
if you
anyone who's
if you
all in
have
on
good
strength?
skill, this doesn't matter. It's if you
Okay,
don't have
that's
great
fair.
skill but you have good strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would probably
The
be like
opposite problem.
okay, the opposite.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. No, the strength and skill are the good places for Octavia. So yeah.
It would be okay on Val, but people hate him anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, wait a minute. Sam,
Yeah,
can
what's
we
up?
put this on? Can we put that on Millicent?
Probably. Hypothetically, you could if she was
doesn't
here.
have arms and yet.
Can we save it for the dog?
Oh
Do
my
we
Teach
wanna
Millicent to
save
death
it?
roll people.
She has a -4 to skill mod. That and a and a +1 to strength.
Well,
That actually raises it
we
by a whole 5.
we have space. We can hold on to it for Millicent. We don't need money.
He
Just
She's
keep
got all of
Is
her
that a
skills,
passive
though.
skill or an active skill? Is
It's a passive.
passive? Okay, because
Yeah.
she can't learn active skills.
Okay, but it's a passive skill, so she can just go kill.
This is also only attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
You don't have,
Okay.
but you only have 5 skill slots, right? Like you can't.
Yeah, you only have
Yeah.
5. No more, no less.
It's like Pokemon moves.
But if you were to put it
Yeah.
on Millicent, she does have one skill that's not a unique skill. You could always replace Howl. The rest of them are
Well,
unique.
we could also just sell it for 300 gold
Yeah,
and not worry about it.
That would be funny, but yeah, I feel like selling it. Like Hal sounds like a good mood, actually. Like,
I am very
Yeah.
tired and was totally kidding about the fucking dog.
oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was funny
Hal
to
just
give
sounds-
Jeremy,
Alright,
Jeremy
let's
was making
sell
a
it.
bit.
I thought it was
Sorry.
funny to give a scroll called Strong Arm Strike to a dog.
And you're right.
It has no
You're
arm.
right. You're right.
It
I
has
just
no
took
arm.
it way too seriously.
I am
The
very tired.
tacticals.
I don't have the energy for delivery. I just said the words.
Fair. Okay,
So,
let's-
yeah, I think Strong Arm Strike we can sell.
Mhm.
Because we just keep being like, no, let's not give it to that person. So might as
Yeah.
well take the 300 gold.
Yeah.
In next session, Sam gives us a new NPC who is entirely straight. No.
Who can
She
say?
won't do that.
I made a little bit of everything out there in the world, so who can say?
Where's like an atlas when you need them?
No aim, all muscle.
I've been playing Story of Seasons, and I feel like it'd be great if we had a map and it just had little indicators on like which NPCs that we're friends with are on the map.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Okay, is there anything else you want to sell?
Okay, who has the money? Where did we put the money? It got put somewhere, right?
Gare has a little bit of it.
Garrett got
has-
for Strong Arm Strike. We haven't officially deleted it yet. So who
Yeah.
wants the 300 gold from that?
I'll take it. If we
Yeah.
don't.
Right.
I think it's also
Yeah.
just good to have money kind of spread around for the
Uh-huh.
sake of
Yeah, I
like
was thinking of like
battle
who goes to who. Yeah.
in map
Yeah.
purchasing reasons. Val has the most movement, so him having the most is kind of a good idea because he can just run over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was also
But-
thinking in terms of like who gets money, we should probably give it to people who are more likely to be running around.
Mhm.
All right. I think that's everything we want to sell.
Are you looking to buy anything else? So far, you've got an Ignite Sword.
Huh.
Yeah. Do we want to get restore and just keep it in the convoy for now?
I don't. That doesn't sound like a bad idea to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, okay, let's get restore then. How much is restore?
I have so many tabs open.
It's like right here for me. Hold on. Restore is 300.
Okay. So let's get restore. I'll put restore in the convoy.
And then I'll take 300 from Val's again, because he's still stacked.
I love the additions like sweet tincture, Archibald's. If you sell, you die. Thief sword, Archibald's. If you sell, you die.
No, we respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Question. Who? Let me look. Who has the most space in their inventory? I think so far it might be Godfried because he has 2.
Yeah, Godfrey
Edwin has
the most
2 as
space.
well.
All right.
Octavia also has 2 space, but it's fine.
If one of you
They
guys
need
would
it
like
more.
to, yeah, if one of you guys would like to take Lars's flute, Val's been holding on to that, and it's taking up one of his spaces. And I do eventually want to give him a lance instead. But like, it's chill if no one wants to do that either.
That seems like something we should put in the convoy, to be honest, so anyone
Well,
could grab it.
Can we grab things in the convoy in battle? I don't think
Nope.
so.
You can only put things in. You
Oh.
can't. Only Millicent can take things out of the convoy.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, I'm learning.
And
I
the whole
see.
point is that we need to be in battle to be like, ah, fuck,
Yeah,
Lars.
I see
Lars,
what's
help
going
us.
on.
Lars, help.
I
can. Go ahead.
I can hold it mostly because I don't. Edwin also like doesn't like. He doesn't use anything except tomes, and he's got like 4 tomes. He doesn't need anything else. So.
Okay, so you can
I
take
can hold
that
it.
from
Yeah,
Val's
let me. I'll
inventory
copy
if you like.
paste it. I gotta find it.
It's in Val's inventory for the 5th slot.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't usually have other people's player pages open just because I'm like, you guys are managing your own
Oh
players,
yeah,
and
no,
I have so many
I
tabs
just
already.
I always have like working material pulled up, so it's like 2 clicks
Yeah.
to get to yours. I can do it for you if
Yeah.
you want,
I should
actually, if
really
it makes it
rename
easier.
some of
No,
these
I got it.
folders
I
and
got it. I found
files.
it. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm in your page stealing your items.
Oh no, just kidding. Val hands Edwin Lars's flute because he's like,
Alright,
I want a lance at some point. Oh my god, hi anonymous
alright.
hamster.
That's me! I'm a hamster.
Hamster in Val's inventory.
Hamster.
There. I have
Win.
taken it.
Very cool. All
Yeah,
right.
I currently have like tome effective against flyers, tome effective against cavalry, bolting which is ranged, and also the bipoc Vonia which is effective against enemies wielding blue weapons. So like I think I'm pretty set.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Yeah, Edwin is loaded. The only thing I could ask for is like a wind tome, but like I don't need that bonus, especially because Ice Shelf gives +6 skill, so that fixes Edwin's like shitty skill problem.
Nice.
That's great.
So he's very fine. He's very set.
Yeah. Val has a, other than, you know, the fruit knife, Val has a good amount of weapons, and then his shield, so he can honestly one more level up and I might have him get rid of the shield because he'll have 20 defense without it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolute
And
beast.
at that point, if people hit him, I think they deserve to do some damage. If they can hit him with
Yeah.
20 defense, they can go for
Fair
it.
enough.
He's got
Fair enough.
24 right now, which is already an absurd amount.
Yeah. Okay, so we got restore, we got
Mhm.
ignite sword. Hail is cool, but we don't need it, is my
No.
opinion.
Yeah,
I think
I agree.
it's like the idea of freezing someone in place sounds like extremely useful, but also Edwin has shitty skill. Godfried has a fairly full inventory.
Yeah, and we don't have any other people that know how to
Yeah.
cast magic. So
Yeah, and it's like it's another ice tome as well. If it was like wind, I'd be like, please. But
yeah, no, of course.
yeah,
So I think
I don't think we need it.
I think that's good then. Yeah?
Yeah,
Are you good?
yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Can I get the final tally of what you guys bought?
We brought the restore
Uh,
staff and the ignite sword.
All right.
Yep.
The merchant thanks you for your business. He's traveling to Finbar next, so he'll be passing you on the road.
Asks
So he just
before
passed
we
us right
go,
now.
ask for his name.
You ask first name.
Yes.
1 second, I gotta roll
Oh
the
no!
name.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
No, it's
I
okay.
should-
Let's go on this journey together.
Oh,
Rand says I asked for his name and immediately I'm like, he doesn't have a fucking name.
We keep willing
I
people
have
into
to ask
being.
just in case.
Hold on, it's
It's like-
literally giving me random letters. What the fuck? Oh, his name is Brett.
Oh my god, Brett.
He's coming up from the south, selling his wares. He's got some
Fuck,
fresh
if
stuff
we're-
from the south.
If we're rolling to name the man, what do I roll to see if he's a dragon? Da da da.
I don't know. Medicine
That-
maybe?
That's horrible. That's a 2.
2? Well, he's fully clothed, and you don't know him, so,
He doesn't have pointy ears or.
he doesn't seem to have pointy ears, but also, who knows in this zany world we live in what that means. He just seems to be a normal guy.
Like he was invented 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, like he just spawned out of the
Yeah.
ether from behindthename.com random generator.
Octavia sees Archibald staring, and she's like, "What are you doing?"
Just looking.
Brett is gonna like, as he's putting away the rest of the stuff, he's gonna ask, like, where you guys headed?
We're heading to
South.
near our south.
Octavia, did you cut yourself off saying Arwell in game, or was that a Rand mistake?
I mean, like,
I think she starts to like she's like, oh, we're heading towards, and immediately Val knows that she's going to say a location, and so Val goes louder like I did, south.
South. Brett nods and he's like, well, good luck. It's hot down there. Maybe try to find a couple villages to take shelter in for the night. That's usually what I do. Doubt you'll be able to get into Arwell, but hey, that's a exclusive ability. And then he sort of brushes himself off, like, I'm important. I can do something you can't.
As far as he knows.
As far as he knows. And he shuffles.
Yeah, Val just nods and is like, all right, later, dude.
Have a good one, folks. Try to stay out of the sun. And then he laughs and then he goes away.
you too, Brett.
Oh my god, best character, Brett.
We
Oh my
got
god, I
best
can't
character.
believe I just teased the final boss.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Brett has had enough. Alright, this seems like a good place to cut the session. We didn't quite as far as I wanted, but that's okay, because that means I don't have to tell anyone that I didn't make the next map yet. Anyway.
You just did, Queen.
Anyways. Alright.
Supports?
Oh shit, hold on. Let me do that for a couple minutes. Y'all just talk among yourselves.
I have at
Yeah.
least one
Yeah.
support improved today.
Yeah.
Wow, love wins.
Yeah.
Val
Like
didn't
familial
talk.
love.
Yeah. Yeah. Val didn't talk
it's
to
a
anyone.
it's with the child, Samantha. Jesus Christ.
Familial love.
Val didn't talk to anyone, so.
Val is just chilling.
Al had a time last time. Decompress.
Alright, I think this is good. Let's see. Hold on, wait.
Yeah. Were Garrett, Octavia, and A support before? Because now they're cousins.
Yeah.
I think they were.
Yeah,
They were.
Oh,
They
wait, no,
actually
there's
were
one
like
thing
last
that's changed.
session.
Yeah, they were at A support on there.
Starting
I
last
was-
session.
I was thinking, like, Sam, am I gonna get a treat for friendship?
Treat
I
for
was just like,
friendship? We'll see.
Friendship?
You got
We'll
more
see.
than friendship. You're
I-
related now. Congratulations.
All right, here it is. I'm gonna post it in the chat as well.
Because
Nope,
the
I
Discord
almost-
stream.
Okay, let me just post that in the Invincible Zine server announcement channel. Hey guys, guess
It's
what?
important.
It is important.
Did you actually?
everyone,
No, I
Invincible
almost did,
Steve,
though.
Were you brought here for?
Guess you're wondering why I'm giving you this completely irrelevant information. Yeah, a couple things shuffled around today.
Hey, there she is. There's the girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been waiting for this one bit for so long. It was the final puzzle piece in getting the A support with them all. The promise.
The promise fulfilled. Handshake meme.
Edwin is now okay because he got pushed into the room.
He got pushed into the river.
That counted as
Yay!
bonding.
Yeah.
You had
Nice
fun with her.
for you, buddy.
Hey guys, Godfrey's back at D with himself.
Yay!
What's the development between Godfried and the way he feels about himself that we see strictly through
We
the
do
support
not know.
chart is so
Did he-
fucking freaky. Full
Did
offense.
he have a D support with Olives before? I forget. I feel like there's
He
only
always
one
had a D
F.
support with
Okay.
Alice.
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
he did.
that's what I
he
thought.
never.
Yeah.
He hates that guy's guts.
I mean, yeah, kind of fuck that. I mean, Val is reluctantly clawing away to a C support for
Oh,
Alice.
guys. Wait, is this?
What?
Alice has a D support with Cersei now.
Uh-oh.
That would do it.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he have before?
Let's see.
It's still
He's just
at
like,
a C.
oh, she got me in trouble.
Yeah, it's still at a C for Cersei. Like, oh yeah, my coworker's kid. But now Alice
He's
is
like, this lady got me hurt. Owie.
this lady is the reason I don't have a kidney anymore.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
The fucking kidney.
fucking
Let me
kidney.
see if there's. I'm doing some fun. I think that might be everything.
I think you might be right. Let me double check. I'm like trying to think.
Unless there's any weird background stuff about.
Anyways, Amalthea Gare. Edwin just has to make friends with them, and then you get the party-wide reward.
Yay.
Yeah.
I want Gares so bad, even if it'll make Val's speed growth slightly worse.
I
We
think
have to watch
Gare's
Oh,
is
children
Gare's
in
the
real
best
Gare went
one.
up. Gare went up with Amalthea as well. He got a B with Amalthea now.
Yes. He spent enough time around this small, annoying child that he's like, yeah, I'll protect this. Why not?
Yeah, I'll protect this one. It was
Yeah.
so funny how he was looking at like them just slugging each other.
Yeah, it's like, huh.
The children
youth.
play. The youth.
I remember when me and the boys used to do this.
Oh man.
Does anyone have any questions? Expect combat next week. I'm glad you guys got new weapons, because, yeah,
Oh god.
I'm gonna put you in a situation.
Yay.
Oh,
My
boy.
question is, how did you make Liquid Snake by accident?
I didn't mean to.
How?
Colonel. I
Ah!
can't do that. My throat is literally raw from screaming at children.
Colonel. I can't really do it either.
Colonel.
They gave me lady voice. I was born.
Oh,
My
that
voice is actually
hurts so
pretty
bad.
deep for a signed female at birth person, but still, they did give me lady voice a little bit.
No solid snake.
I can't do that voice because I'm not David Hayter.
Yet.
Feels bad. What? I mean, I'll take being David Hayter. He's a successful voice actor. I'll fucking take that. Are you kidding me?
Oh
Most
yeah,
people would.
this is an off topic, but I meant to make like new NPC sprites a while ago, and then I just straight up forgot. Maybe I'll get to that someday. Probably not this month, because it's gonna be art.
I
fight.
also forgot that you said that.
This month.
Hey,
you
listen,
did
I've been
that 2 days,
fucking
one
waiting.
day.
What?
I've been fucking waiting.
I know,
Sam,
they
SMA.
all look
Are they?
so ugly.
Yeah.
They all look so ugly in three
We
different
need to
ways.
deep purple Amalthea.
We gotta deep purple
Yeah.
that girl. Heal her. She's not breathing, doctor. She hasn't been breathing for 8 months.
I listen. This might never come to pass, so I do need to share with everyone that for Miss Backup that I have for her sprites. I don't. The thing that we use to make the sprites doesn't work on my computer, so I had to
Yeah.
like hand copy
Oh my
paste
God.
the
Oh my
things
god.
You are so
and
brave.
color them myself.
You are so
with-
brave.
Yeah.
Good God. I've heard a lot about Dwyer's backup character, and I must say, chef kiss. The interactions that thing has with certain party members are hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh boy.
boy.
That thing. I'm
That
sorry.
thing,
The magical that thing backup character.
That thing.
the dog, the party dog.
John Carpenter's that thing.
Yes, that's a new Halloween. We already had Gare dressed
I-
as
I
McCready.
my backup character's story continues to grow more and more developed over here.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
excited about
God.
Chevy's backup character. I'm excited about Dwyer's backup character. I don't know anything if you guys have backup characters, but if you do, you're welcome to tell me about it.
I
If
just
not,
gave you a thing, be like, hey, does this work? And you just gave me the eyes emoji.
yeah, no, I have like the vibes of yours.
I'm just gonna keep letting Edwin get more and more fucked up. It's fine.
Oh my God.
If Edwin dies, we'll just keep like dragging him around.
Edwin has afflicted 20 and 4 permanent effects.
He
And
has
we're-
no arms, no legs, literally just like hanging out at this point. Poor
In the
guy.
convoy.
Yeah.
He's in the convoy.
But because he isn't technically brain dead, Trike is still going.
Yeah, no, your character doesn't retire until they're literally unable to fight. And even if they retire, you can
Yeah.
still play as them. You just can't do battle with them.
Yeah.
You can get as many permanent effects as you like. Just after 5, you have to stop fighting. We're not gonna let you fight anymore.
Okay, here's a question. If someone was retired and then we gave him a panacea,
Then they would come
somehow,
out of
could
retirement.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, if you get all your limbs chopped off and then you get all your limbs back, why the hell wouldn't you be able to fight? I mean, doctors might say maybe
You
take a
become
break.
starfish.
Hey, listen, Godfrey's down a limb and he's just here fine, you know, like it's,
Yeah, he's trucking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
and he
oh God,
hasn't even
who
tried
gets
to
to
replace
I am-
the limb.
And
I
oh
am
God,
curious-
is Edward going to be turning Darth Vader? Is he gonna be walking around full robot by the end?
I am curious what Godfried has the afflicted from, if not for getting a limb back. Like, what was worse than that?
Here's my.
I have a
Yeah.
theory.
He just has regular afflicted right now.
He
What
just
is
has he has
Yeah.
afflicted 1 and he has left leg loss, which funny enough, this is a funny thing that Godfrey has really, really low speed, but that's because losing one of your legs cleaves off 40% of your speed growth, which naturally his is 90. So
Yeah,
Rip in pieces.
what was I gonna say about? Oh, I was just gonna say, I wonder if he had another, permanent effect, and he didn't take the panacea because, like, oh, this is so bad that I need to handle it, but like he was like, well, now I need to see if it works on people, and no one else is gonna do it,
Yeah, fair enough.
I can't say
and so he
anything.
just did it, and it was like flip a coin on if it gets his leg back or whatever the other thing was.
Actually, it will always get rid of the most recent thing.
Oh, well then,
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
And then he saw Edwin, and he was like, "Yes,
Finally.
finally."
Finally, a
We
little guy.
A little guy made a paper.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Been
Make
looking
him
for one of
wet
those.
and tear. Oh boy.
Find the guinea pig of your dreams.
Frightening.
Very frightening.
Godfrey's serial killer moments. Anyways, okay, good
Oh,
session
just
today,
you
guys.
wait.
Yeah, no, for real though. Great session today, guys. We got so much done. That was like so much. I have nothing written on my session plan, but we still a lot happened.
We
We
improv
sorted our
it.
inventories.
We had a group mud bath. It was great.
Yeah, we laughed, we cried, we
Octavia got
made
revenge
family.
for us.
We I don't know other
Yeah,
stuff.
Octavia did get to dunk Archibald in a stream.
Finally,
Yeah.
revenge.
Revenge. I mean, Archibald did
Gary-
not do a thing to her in the first place, but
It's
it
more
counts.
like in the sense like you used me as a pawn for your selfish gains. Be gone.
Alice's time is slowly ticking down to 0 while all of you have fun gallivanting around the countryside. But don't worry about that!
I want to get him back, but it's so hard.
You can live without eyes. He'll be fine.
Uh,
Grow those back.
I'd
So,
really
This is
oh
why
my
we
god,
have
what if we
gods
con
here.
him into taking a piss?
We just be like, Alice.
He loses his
So-
eyes, and we like hand him. We're like, "Oh, this is a potion that will help you with joint pain."
This feels like it's against
I
like
don't know if we would
HIPAA
have
or
to-
something.
Yeah, that's also assuming he wouldn't take it willingly to get his eyes back.
And also, I'm
Like-
like, your father was already against HIPAA long ago.
Yeah.
Listen, does Jugdral have a HIPAA? I don't think so.
If it does, Gottfried has definitely not signed it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great. We can all just lie to him about what it is if he won't take
Hey,
it, and he's
remember-
fine.
Remember when we found
Wow,
someone's fucking
miracle.
femur today, and then we never addressed it?
Yeah,
And that's what happens
classic.
when you look through a big sandy place with a lot of corpses.
Yeah.
Sometimes
and
you find a
This
corpse.
guy sounded like they died of heat stroke, so that sucks.
A
but-
lesson for all of you for the upcoming journey. Simply don't
Water.
wear all of your clothes in the desert.
And also drink water.
Also drink
Mhm.
water. This is a lesson for real life too, because I don't know about you guys, but where I live, it's gonna be 100 degrees on Thursday, which is
Oh my
tomorrow.
You have
And
air
Friday.
conditioning at your work?
Thankfully, yes, we do. And
Luckily,
I know
most
the
places-
password to the thermostat.
Wait, it's gonna be
Uh,
100
the-
for you?
Yeah, that's what my computer says.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
God, it's gonna be 89 here. We're like an
Fuck
hour
you.
away.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Anyways,
Raining for me, so
yeah, great session. Be super duper prepared. I mean, be prepared for combat. Big red button on the screen that says challenge upcoming. I'm warning you now. If you want to talk tactics, I'm not telling you what the battle is, but if you want to talk tactics, now's the time to do it.
And how the
'Cause-
fuck would we talk tactics if you're not gonna?
well, just in general.
Would
like
you
vibes.
like me to put the
Only time
recover
that we-
staff in my pockets right now? Because I have a space.
Yeah,
it's
just take
up
the
to you, bud.
Yeah, up to you. You can get it from the convoy.
I'll
I don't
just
know why I
do it.
called you bud. That made me sound like I was your
Champ.
father.
Son?
It's up to Val. Val
Old
can call
sport.
Edwin bud.
Strikey boy.
Trikey's 7 years older than me, being called bud.
Bro, I went to a restaurant one time and the guy there, I was like 20, and the guy there called me bud because he clearly thought I was like
Oh
Oh,
no.
15 or something.
Oh, no!
You are
I
the
got
bearer
served
of
a
the
kids
curse
menu
of
once.
young looking.
I still get
syndrome.
carded at
Yeah.
GameStop, so, like, don't sweat it.
Yeah. Dude,
Wait.
sorry, that just reminded me that I went to Las Vegas a couple of years ago and my sibling was there who regularly also gets this problem.
Oh, no.
And I got asked for my ID and my sibling did not.
Oh,
Listen, this is the curse of the trans mask baby face.
Yeah.
no! Oh, no. Alright,
You look so much like a little girl that they're like, "Are you 12?" And you're like, "No."
Oh, no.
Eternally
oh,
young, but at
no.
what cost?
Oh no.
Eternal youth.
Guys, when we're in our 40s, we're gonna look so good.
Alright.
Oh, boy.
I want to go play Fire Emblem Warriors before bed. So,
Don't do that.
why don't we
Yeah.
call it here? Thank you all for coming. I think there's like one person watching the Twitch stream. I don't know how long you've been here, but thank you for watching.
Yeah.
And I will.
I'm also watching, but I'm also in it. So
Oh, thanks, King. Appreciate the the boost. All right, let's call it a night here. Thank you guys so much for playing. See you next
All
week.
right.
Yeah.
Thank
See
you.
ya.